can do it. You can do a redirect on YouTube, and I just didn't. That's so funny that you actually asked that, and it made me realize that I didn't do it.
Learning. I don't.
Okay, well, hopefully, yeah. If you go into the customization and you go to redirect, it has to be a live stream that's already created and set up, and then you can search for it, and then you could have it so that when that ends, and then I do dual streaming, so I stream on Twitch and YouTube at the same time, so I could just set the redirect up. I can turn off the YouTube stream on that, and then I open up the other one with restream, and then the stream doesn't change, and then they jump over. Except when you do that and you mess up and you didn't actually do it. But then I just posted the link a bunch of times, so hopefully we'll get people over there.
Yeah, you lost me anyway, so yeah, it sounded.
I'm just chatting.
I do the dual stream though. That is fun.
Thank you so much for being here, Regis. I'm so happy to have you on here. It was wonderful to have, dude. We just did the same exact head thing, or hand on head at the exact same time.
I wasn't even looking at you.
That was awesome.
That's cool.
Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you coming on the stream, and I know that you always want to play your game and get your game out in front of people. You sent me a very, very wonderful Discord message talking about getting something like this set up, which is always super refreshing to talk to someone who I consider a friend who's reaching out about promoting their stuff as opposed to just some random entity or anything like that. But I'm really, really excited to jump on and play SkyShard with you. For people who might not know, do you want to just give your little elevator pitch for SkyShard and what you've been doing with it?
Yeah. So I made a video game. It's an auto battler, which some of you might know that genre, others of you might not. Stuff like Teamfight Tactics or Hearthstone Battlegrounds are kind of the most popular live PvP auto battlers, but then there's also stuff that's more in our vein, like Backpack Battles, or maybe the Bazaar, which is asynchronous PvP auto battler. We really take a lot of inspiration from Backpack Battles in particular, but basically you want to assemble a little team of units. In our case, you're actually building a city, and then using that city's different synergies and combos and all the little crazy puzzling stuff to beat up your opponent's city. So you're going to have some weapons that destroy their town, basically, blow each other up. And I think it's pretty fun. I don't know, it's cool. It's like we basically just wanted to try this. You know how it is, like in the YouTube and Twitch world. It's like, number one, it's so unreliable. You don't know if Marvel Snap's gonna release Kid Omega and blow up your viewership overnight, right? So you're always like, wait, I need some other thing to occupy my time and interest and have backup plans. And like for me, it was more about like professional development. Like learning how to do this was almost more important than like actually making a hit game or whatever. Wasn't really our goal, right? It's just like learning how to do this thing. Trying to do it like the right way, no like crypto, no AI, no microtransactions. We didn't raise any money or whatever. So it's just like we've been funding it all ourselves. Super low budget, super accessible, approachable kind of game. And just like learning it, and we put out our demo like 4 or 5 months ago now, and just like wanted to learn from everybody, just like put it out there. It's, it was in rough shape, still is really in rough shape, still very unfinished in a lot of ways, but getting better every day. It's just like learning with our players and trying to incrementally improve the game. And like since we've played last time, a lot has changed. Like both from a balance standpoint, art, like features, UI, a million things. We're just like, it's very open development. Like we wanted people to experience that development along with us. So like showing all the bumps and rough edges and like I think so many games, like we see this a lot right now. Sorry, I'm rambling. This turned from an elevator pitch
please
into
do,
like
man. Please ramble away.
So many games like go make like this High Guard story lately, right? Like some of you may have seen that. Like they go make their game in secret for like 5 years and like spend $50 million or whatever, and it's like they show it to people and it's like sometimes it doesn't resonate, right? And it's like I don't think that's the way you make games anymore. I think it needs to be small teams who just love something and care about it, and like our game's never going to be a big thing that blows up. It's never going to be crazy popular, but that's not our goal. We just want to make something we liked and that, who knows, 100 people like, 1,000 people like, whatever, right? And make something that's good for them and like show it to them early, make sure people are resonating with it, improve it instead of like doing it in secret and like raising $50 million. And like, it's just, I don't know. I think the industry's changing and indie games are really shining. So we wanted to just be a part of that and try our best to make something people liked. So. Yeah,
I think it really is like a big paradigm shift with like indie developers and AAA, because it's just so common. I feel like the the amount of confidence that people have in like a AAA game coming out and that lasting, unless it's like a super mega hit like Fortnite. Like there's so many games that come out, they have a bunch of people who invest into it and want to play it, and then like 6 months later they're like, hey, we're taking the servers off forever. So I feel like the confidence in those style of games is just like, I mean, we saw with like 2XKO very recently, which is this huge fighting game they put all this effort into, and then just like immediately kind of pull the plug when it's not hitting the right number on their bank statements. And I do think that people like have that bigger connection to indie games, and there's just been so many indie games that have like come out with like really small developers like Balatro coming out being this absolute smash hit, when it's just like this guy who just really wanted to make like a cool game that was fun and interesting, and it feels a lot more like personable and personal, and it feels, I don't know, it's just so much cooler when there's these like little indie projects. And it's really cool to see that paradigm shift, because as someone who has really loved indie games for a really long time, I love Northernlion. He's like my absolute favorite like YouTuber streamer. I've been following him for now like 12 years probably, and he would always like be playing these small random little indie games, and it got me interested in doing that. Like it's really cool to see like the more overarching paradigm shift towards indie games recently. I think it's really, really good for the consumers, definitely.
Yeah, it's crazy that like 2XKO, made by arguably the largest video game company in the world, Riot, League of Legends. And it's like it fails. It just like they worked on it for 10 years, and it's just like not gonna work out, I guess. I don't know. They may try a little, but it seems like they're pulling the plug. It's so crazy, like the investment goes into that stuff. And we already, even as a little indie game, like, because we don't know if we're gonna have an audience or not, like who knows. But we built in like end of life plans, like we say, hey, it's so easy for us, like we could just easily make this a single player game. Basically, we've already got enough builds in the server, like the people who've played, like we've got probably 50,000 builds already. We could just have you download those locally and just play against this player pool forever. Like you'd never encounter the same build twice with 50,000 builds, right? So like we already think about end of life support for our game. Then all these other live service games, they come out and you might get like 2 weeks before it gets shut down. It's like they don't even think about that stuff. I mean, for us it makes sense because we don't have like expectations as high, I guess. But still, it is definitely scary. Crazy. I don't know.
Well, you mentioned things have changed since the last time we played, and I haven't really messed around with the game much. I think I played one run a few weeks after we played. But, for people maybe who were here last time and haven't been keeping up with SkyShard, one thing I did notice is, one of the things I complimented you on was the fact that you have the builds going on, and now they're animated and you can see them building over time, like in the background, which I think is even cooler. So that's the very first thing that I noticed is something that's a little newer, improved. What other improvements or big changes have happened since the last time we came in and played?
Yeah, so it's been a lot of like little polish stuff with like still lots to go, of course, right? Like we're still only at like half the units having finished art, I think, at this stage, but like every week we're adding, I think, like 3 to 4 new pieces of art. But a lot of UI stuff, like the menu is probably different. I don't remember exactly when we played, but I'm pretty sure like we got these nice new menu buttons. If you hover over them, they glow. We've got like custom mouse pointers. It probably don't notice this little stuff, but actually, when you select a hero in the game now, your mouse cursor is going to change to that hero's hand. Like a lot of little loving UI details. If you click into like profile, like the profile button there. I don't know. I'm watching your stream, by the way. Is that the best way to do this? Or...
Sure, I can also screen share for you. Oh, yeah, obviously, yeah.
I'm just a little delayed. Is all. I don't know. It's probably only like an 8
let me screen share for you. Yeah, I can do that super easily. Actually, you know what? The best way to do this would be to start a virtual cam, and then you can see, and then you'll be able to just look at one thing, be able to see chat and everything like that, all at the same time.
You're like really good at this streaming stuff, by the way, dude. Like,
I'm trying my best, man. I'm trying my best.
How long have you been doing this? I feel like you've been doing it a fair bit, right? Like before Snap, right?
Yeah. So before Snap, I did about 2. I did about 2.5 years of just like streaming and making videos for no one. I actually did a little bit of Hearthstone stuff, but it was really just like random, like little indie games and things like that. Okay, so cool. So
the
now
Northernlion approach.
The Northernlion method, yeah.
I would love to be that, by the way. Like if we could play a different game.
Just play anything. Oh man,
like,
I'm telling you.
That would be okay.
So I did that. I did that for about 2.5 years before Snap came out, and then yeah, once Snap hit, then I made my first couple of videos for that because I had been aware that Ben Brode was off making another game, and when the announcement came in, I actually like streamed it the very first day it was open on beta, and then I started making YouTube videos on it, and then like my numbers went from 1 to 6 people watching every video to like 100 to 200 people watching every video, and then I just started going crazy, and I was like putting out daily videos for it, and just growing and growing and growing. So yeah, in
you gotta strike while the iron's hot, for sure.
Oh yeah, plus just addicting. I'm sure you probably had a similar thing when you started to gain like a lot of momentum. Like it's addicting when you start to actually see like your work have something come back from it, and it's just like you kind of just have to keep going with that flywheel.
Yeah, it's always nice to see. I worry about Snap, by the way, but like I don't know. We shouldn't down on Snap too much, but I love playing Snap still. Like I would play Snap for the next 20 years if I could. You know what I mean? Like I hope it works out. I hope it all works out. Anyway, back to the so like this player profile and leaderboard. Like we worked all this AI. We added some ranked icons. So now we have beautiful shiny ranks and all this fun
Number
stuff.
19,
so
huh?
That's actually the lowest I've been in forever. So thank you for calling that out. I'm usually top 5.
You're not even as good as Senator Bernie Sanders, man.
No, I know.
He's got to have.
I used to be like Archmage, the highest ranked, top 5 usually, but I had a bad stretch when we did some balance changes. Now I've actually been we've got like 40 new units cooking on a test server. I've been playing that, so I haven't really been playing the live server as much right now. So a lot of units cooking. We're gonna drop a bunch of units before too long. So like Steam Next Fest is next week, and we're in Steam Next Fest. Where people like download your demos or whatever. Steam Next Fest, of course. But just trying to get things like we've just done some tutorial reworks. Ben just actually today was working on some new like animations for a character in the tutorial and all this stuff. So like trying to get the demo fully ready for Next Fest. But like, if you click into the library, it's got new UI as well. And then behind, like unit balance is all the time, like just always refining unit balance and learning and experimenting and stuff. I think actually the game's in a pretty balanced state. There's been a few units that still jump out here and there. Draw the new units here. Well, you have.
I tell you what, there's something so refreshing about having temp art not be AI and instead be something that was made in Paint in 2 seconds. I cannot express to you how much I prefer that.
Yeah, and I'm gonna try. It's not guaranteed yet, but I want to have it in the game as like an unlockable too. One of the big things we want to do, kind of after Next Fest, and if we go into an early access period, is build in more progression. Like we don't really have a lot of progression right now. A lot of games use progression as a like stopgap for like monetization. It's like we need this, we need people on this hamster wheel to monetize them, right? Like we don't do that. We don't have microtransactions, so progression in that sense. But I think some people still just like having things to unlock and like a sense of sort of extrinsic progress as opposed to intrinsic or just ranked progress. Like right now, the main reason to play is just because you're having fun and because you maybe want to rank up, right? So there's not a lot of extrinsic motivators. I'd like to have a little, but we do have to do some reworking on the back ends. Basically, the initial kind of plan for this didn't set that up on the server, so we're kind of deciding how much to commit to that basically as we
No, that makes a lot of sense.
So.
I have to step away for about 1 minute and I'll be back. But
nope, no worries. I can entertain your chat if you want.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I'll leave something up for you to talk about. Next Fest is coming up, and I know that you've reached out to people about having more people just like experience and play the game on stream and things like that. But is there anything else that you're kind of like planning, or anything that's gonna be like new and exciting coming out with the Next Fest?
I don't think anything crazy. Like we didn't want to go too super hard and like but we're just dropping some new unit enchantments and stuff into the game so that like current players will have a reason to re-engage basically, and then just spice things up a little bit, but nothing too crazy. Regis, the new menu looks great. Thank you, Jay. That's nice. It has a really nice glow effect. I was really proud of this. So yeah, I'm happy you like that. By the way, guys, go wishlist via Binks's link. It'll help him out. That's all I'm gonna say. He's got a link there in chat. Go wishlist the game. Even if you're not really that interested in playing, you can still be a bro to Binks if you go hit. I'm saying this because he's not. You can be a bro to Binks if you go hit the link. He will appreciate you dropping a wish list. He will like that. So Love auto battlers. Wish listed using that link. Awesome. Thank you, Peru Ghost. The demo, by the way, guys, is totally free right now. It's the whole game. Like you can just literally go play the whole game via the demo right now. We don't gate the demo at all. It's just literally the whole game. We will gate it a little bit once we go to early access or whatever and try to start selling the game. But honestly, I think we're just gonna. We haven't officially decided what we're gonna do to gate the demo. What do you think, Binks? What should we do to separate the demo and paid version of the game once we go into early access? We were thinking about maybe just I don't know, restricting some units or something. Like we have kind of a base pool of units now, and then we're going to add new ones. Like we could just keep the base pool active for the demo and let you still play infinitely. Like we didn't want to time gate it or anything. What do you think?
Yeah, time gating is weird. I always feel like time gating is weird, where you have 4 hours to play it or something like that, and then you can close it out. I wonder if maybe if you do the demo, you can only be a guest maybe, and you can't get your profile set up and things like that, and you could just kind of test it without seeing the progression and stuff like that.
Yeah, we're talking about not letting you play ranked, just not progressing. Yeah, that's definitely an option.
Yeah, that would be my knee jerk reaction as to what might be the best for that. But I think it's tough, right? It's always hard to not want to limit things, but also not want to have people just not buy the game because they can play pretty much the same thing for free.
Yeah, that's the issue. We've set the game up where it's server costs are really low overhead for us because of the way it's set up. So if we had a bunch of free to play moochers, it wouldn't hurt us, it just wouldn't help us either necessarily, other than just positive word of mouth. But you kind of want to do things where it's you're not scummy about it, right? You want to be a good guy, but also try to realize the financial reality of it. But that said too, honestly,
as you start getting towards breaking even and start to come back for some of the time.
My literal goal is to break even if I can. That's where I want to be. Which we're not spending a ton of money on this game, of course. It's low budget, but it's I'm just breaking even would be a nice goal. I want Ben to make some money. My partner Ben, who I've been working on this with. We didn't mention Ben yet. He's really the mastermind behind all of this, by the way.
Because because you mentioned backpack battles. I've seen videos of his on backpack battles. He was huge into content creation for that. Definitely the it really feels like what he pulled from that, kind of pulling the best things or what he loved most about that into a lot of the design of the game. It is very, very, very showing there.
Yeah. Definitely both from a budget and sort of gameplay. Backpack battles is probably our biggest inspiration as far as what we are trying to live up to, and they had definitely a moment where they totally blew up and it was great, but we tried to evolve it. Basically, the one thing about backpack battles Ben and I never loved is that it's all your combat filters into a single health bar, and you're just all your weapons are attacking a health bar, and we like the idea of unit to unit combat instead, because I think it adds some real positioning depth and nuance and real complexity and strategy to it. So our units fight each other instead of just an arbitrary health bar. Not that there's anything wrong with a health bar. Backpack battles is brilliant. Sometimes I'm afraid to say, people think I'm slighting these games. They're brilliant. I love backpack battles, but just trying to give our own spin on it,
Yeah, no,
so anyway,
100%. And I feel like that's where it comes coolest, where you're someone who really does appreciate and love a game, and you're trying to take what you like best about it and what you think that you can change or adjust to. Maybe not even thinking of it as a better experience, but a new experience that can experience the same things.
Right.
100%. Here's what I thought that would be fun for our first run. So the last time we did a run, I was kind of taking control and kind of doing everything. I think for the first run today, I would love to kind of pass it over to you.
Sure.
And kind of have you make the main decisions. Then I can kind of ask you and try and understand why you're making those decisions as someone who's played this game so much. And then also for everyone who is watching, not only can you use the link to go and wishlist SkyShard right now, which really, really helps out Regis going into Next Fest, continuing to grow hype for the game. But when you go in there to wishlist it, you can also download it literally right now. It's a super quick, clean download, and you can even just play along with us as we go. So would super recommend and appreciate everyone doing that. If you're hanging out on your computer to give this game a real shake. And heroes are completely new, man. There was no heroes last time I played. Tell me about the heroes.
Oh, you serious? Oh, I didn't know that. Man, it's been a minute. Yeah, so we added some heroes. We got a nice little new UI here for them as well. Zap art is not totally finished yet. It is done. We just gotta put it in.
Well, he's like the he's like the
mascot,
guy.
really.
So
yeah.
you definitely probably need to keep cooking that and then make it as you're kind of perfect.
He's gonna match the other two here soon. But so 3 heroes for now. There's gonna be more. We wanted heroes to give basically a little bit of sort of direction for players more than some games. Heroes like really redefine your experience. Ben was really nervous doing that because sometimes it creates really tough balancing challenges where everybody just picks the kind of de facto best hero, and that just is all you ever see, and it doesn't feel like, we've as a philosophy in general in this game, we've wanted it to feel very diverse, where every run is different. You're always fighting different opponents and seeing different towns and seeing different heroes. So our heroes, instead of having like some really specific unique unit or ability or whatever, you get these starting quests. And there's you can see there's kind of 5 for each hero, and basically they just give you a little bit of direction, a nudge of like how you're gonna play the game, as opposed to like, here is exactly what you do and this is your ability. You have these set of units or whatever. So like they all have the same unit pool and everything. You could basically build any build you want with each of the heroes, but they might sort of just nudge you a little bit and give new players in particular like some direction on what to do or buy.
And then it says there's also shops as well. Like, are there shops more likely?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's a small bonus to their style of shops. So like, you get little extra town shops if you pick Ambrose because he's kind of a town hero. It is pretty small though, like detectable perhaps, but nothing like crazy. So you're not like locked in to any given game plan. Also, if you hit the random little flag out there to the left, you can also select a random hero instead, and you'll get a bonus unit to start the game. Basically a free tier 1 unit. This is our way to encourage people to just
try
not
more
always
things.
Pick the same thing. Yeah, exactly. It's honestly the heroes I think are well balanced enough right now that you're pretty much always better off just picking the random hero option, because the free units, it's just a free bonus.
Well,
so
let's do it. Let's pick the random unit.
I would do that. You found the play button. That's good. So here are your 2 quests. I'm looking at your stream. I got to remember to look at your feed here. Let's see. Once you have 10 total units, get 2 random tier 3 town units. That one's pretty good. We should probably pick that one. It's just, it just works. Just buy stuff and you get some free bonuses. The other one, you get a couple specific things.
So this is more if like there's a build that you really like with this hero that this kind of like sets up, and then this one is just probably more the pure value option.
Yeah, they kind of both do point towards a town build because that's sort of his thing. But yeah, you're exactly right. The first one is just like raw value. So here we are in the game. That's our island on the left, which by the way, we're going to have new island art soon. This has always been halfway finished temporary art, which nobody knows, but it's all getting better all the time, right? I think we're going to have some new clouds too, as I heard, which they do look pretty good already, but like just better, more refined clouds, I think was what I heard. So you got your free unit. That's the Beekeeper. This one is one that likes to get health buffs, and then it can like spread and basically duplicate those health buffs. So it can make your stuff tankier. We got our 5 shops out here to the right. So we're going to have, if you hover over the shops to the right, they'll basically tell us what they are all about. And the icons too, of course, indicate that. I think we should always go for a weapon shop on turn 1. It's guaranteed that you're offered a weapon shop to make sure you have a weapon. I would pick the 4 cost weapon shop there, that guy right there, because we want to get to 10 units for our quest, right? So
I was just gonna say with our quest, like probably breaking that seal and getting to the 2 tier 3 units is probably going to be like a bit of a way for us to like power up.
Yeah.
So let's jump into our level 4 weapon shop, and you have mana every turn.
Right.
So we have 8 mana to start. And how does the mana change? I don't quite remember that.
It just always stays 8 per round. I mean, there's things that can manipulate it if you want, but it's just 8 per round outside of units impacting.
So we have the Dragon's Keep, and now the health, the damage, and the attack all show up.
Oh yeah, there's new UI for all the units.
Absolutely
if you click
wonderful.
them too, you'll see the new unit UI here. With all
I
the
think
details.
if I'm not mistaken, I think that the first time you did this was actually on my suggestion, which happened in like less than an hour. I think when I was testing this game, I said like when you hover it would be really nice to see like at least just the main stats. And then I think I remember Ben tagged me like an hour later. He said, "Hey, yeah, that's a smart idea. I did that."
Yeah,
that's
actually
one thing I always remember about this. It's like crazy, man. It's so weird to like feel like a game can change that rapidly. It's super cool.
There's so many good suggestions on our Discords. fairly active with great suggestions, and like, yeah, we're not shy about taking them, right? And it is nice that you can just go do things too now. Like, you know, so many things in Marvel Snap we want to happen and it takes forever because it's like this big corporate behemoth, you know, like there's so many moving pieces, which I understand. It's a totally different world. It's not a fair comparison, right? But it is just nice to know, like, yeah, change that. We do it. These days we're only patching every couple of weeks with bigger stuff, but still nice. Here, I would, I don't know, I'm torn. The trebuchet on the right there is like the best kind of value unit. Well, not value, best like a long-term unit. Like the cannon keep on the left is probably the best like short-term tempo unit. And the Warden's Flame in the middle, the dragon guy, is probably the best kind of combo setup. We did just
or like high roll.
I
do have a beekeeper, but I do think that like trying to say like, oh, just because we got one random tier 1 unit, we should base it. I like the idea of the trebuchet. I think the trebuchet.
Let's take the trebuchet. That's totally fine. That's probably the best overall right now. Although that Warden's Flame has been kind of busted, but we just nerfed it, and I haven't played it since then. So here, I would probably just go ahead and buy out all tier 1 shops from here on out, just to satisfy your quest faster.
Yeah, that'll guarantee we get it next turn.
Yeah,
and then next turn we can maybe like try and find something a little bit better. So Micro Librium, give friendly unit of every faction +2 health. There's like magic faction. Is that like the town units?
Yeah, if you click a unit, here we added a little label now so that faction is like Novus, nature, magic. There's a basic. Town is different. Town is more like its sort of function as opposed to its faction. So I still think ultimately we have too many tags and too many categories. Like Ben and I have talked about this a lot, and we're not really sure where to land exactly. Like it's been kind of okay. People just sort of get used to it. I think we could have cut it down 1 layer still. Like it's probably still frankly up in the air. Like we're also talking about making them less like structured and categorical and more just open. So I don't know. That stuff's really hard to solve always, but anyway, faction is we're going to be looking it up, but that's just going to happen organically. We're going to end up with every faction sort of naturally. I like the emerald choice. Yeah, that's good. That's going to buff health. So,
and then adjacent counts diagonal as well, correct? Adjacent would be the eight around.
It does, yeah. There's actually kind of an interesting positioning discussion we can already have, which is like you're playing for your crystal, but you're also playing into AoE damage a little bit. I don't know which is right. So like all your stuff being together means any AoE hits will be able to hit everything because they're all adjacent, but it's probably fine. Here I would probably take that little house. It's not good yet because we don't actually have a defense unit yet, but it's just cheap and fast and good later.
And it works with our beekeeper. Units. It's nice.
So another tier 1.
You got a big shot. That's a good hit, man.
I would take that. Oh, actually, trees. When you buy a tree, you get 2 trees. So you're going to get an extra unit for your quest.
When damage adjacent nature units gain +5 health. You buy a tree, get a copy. It also works really well with our beekeeper.
Perfect for your bees. I would put them out front. Your opponents are attacking from the right, so like put the trees to the right of the beekeeper. You know what I mean? Like so hard when you're not. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go.
And then
well, it's got to be touching the trees. There you go.
Yeah.
That'll buff your bees. There you go.
Beautiful. Let's find a freaking opponent, man. Tear them apart.
Yeah. I'm trying to think about like what. Oh yeah, you're low rank. Okay, yeah, that's good. We're gonna win. Like we're gonna win some fights. Like
we're gonna win some fights, baby.
I can't explain why. It's too much nuance and detail. What we've built so far would probably get demolished at my rank. It can't even explain it really. It's just probably all too clumped together or something. It probably wouldn't be that bad actually, but there's a lot of little things I would do differently that I'm just not going to take the 5 minutes to explain to you because it just doesn't matter right now, right? Like it's too much depth. That's the thing about like.
So really, can you redo the fight? Oh, that's really cool.
You can just look. It won't let you redo it, but you can like see what they're.
You'll see the starting. Okay.
Yeah, in case you're like, what the hell did they do that was so strong, And then these show like all the.
Whoa! This is really good, man. This is really good information to get after every fight.
Is that new? Since I don't remember. I feel like we maybe had it, but I don't know. It's still not done. This UI, by the way, is not actually fully done yet. So like a lot of the UI is halfway done or mostly done, but not all.
It might have had a really brief one, but the full breakdown there is really nice.
Yeah, it's actually. I think that's one of the best ways to learn. I think some players. This is always a challenge. Is like getting players to learn really hard. Like some people don't have like a natural instinct to like fully explore everything, and I'm probably even that way a little bit, you know. So it's like, how do you force their hand to learn, like give them the information to learn? Like you should be learning from your opponent's boards, from the logs with the data, you know. But it's hard, always a challenge to get people to teach themselves, because you can't just like teach them everything, right? It's tough.
Yeah. So my thought here immediately is to take one of these smaller ones to try and get a weapon to spawn, because I think the weapons feel really, really good.
Yeah, we added in a safeguard now too, though. If you don't get a second weapon by your third round, we will guarantee a weapon shop for you. So if we don't get one this round, we will get one next round automatically. And the same on round 5 if you don't have a third weapon yet. So it was people were stressed out when they weren't getting weapons consistently enough. So we built in some safeguards basically. Here, I would take another one of the little houses, or another one of the, or maybe a botanist. This gives health to nature units, which that can buff your trees, your beekeeper, and you'll see they'll glow green when they're impacted. Like if you hover over that botanist in the bottom right, the units it can
that's
buff
satisfying.
Will glow so that you know, like, hey, those are synergies. Same thing if you hover over like the trees on board, that you know the stuff that it's impacting adjacently will glow green. So it's kind of true for everything. If it's impacting other units, it'll basically show you. You could take another emerald. Really, you can't go too wrong with any of these, except maybe that mine in the top left. They all have.
Yeah, this seems interesting.
If you look at the blacksmith in the bottom left, well, we'll get it next time.
Oh,
don't
sorry.
worry. There's more. There's more. Production shop might actually be good for you here. That 4 shop. These are like value generators. Production is like stuff that will give you units every round. So getting them early in a run, in particular, is you know, there's a lot of time for it to like basically snowball into lots of value.
These are crystals, like the emeralds?
Yeah.
I
wish we had a tag
immediately
for
really
crystal.
want that. After combat, you get an extra mana. So this is kind of what you were talking about with getting potentially more mana and more things to get.
Yeah, so like we've got basically 14 rounds to go, right? So you could get 14 extra mana throughout the course of a run for spending, you know, only 4 here. So it's like a net 10 gain. And then I would probably go with the warehouse here. This gives you both, you know, kind of mana of value because you're getting a unit, right? Could give you a tier 2 unit, which is worth 2 mana. And you get the body on board. So, you know, like you get nice stats. Ultimately, sometimes just having more junk on board is good because the opponent's weapons have to hit that junk. So, you know, you're basically...
Yeah, I love it. All right.
It's you know, that's one like difference with backpack battles and the unit-to-unit combat versus the sort of health bar combat of backpack battles or Bazaar, which is like, because the units are what's being attacked, the unit count is directly impactful, as opposed to like, you know, buying something in backpack battles that doesn't directly, you know, contribute to your build or synergy may not actually do quite as much necessarily. But like having junk in the way is actually still kind of just nice, like value.
Yeah, any stuff that you can get, they still have to kill it at some point, right?
Yeah.
Anything could just be a wall.
Yeah, you could kind of go any direction here because you're going to hit your 10th unit no matter what. On
what would you do,
quest.
Regis?
I would go for a tier 1 again just because I don't really like those other 2 shops where we're at in the game right now. It's, you know, these are the kind of things you learn later. This is a random shop, so you're just going to have to take your botanist here, which is totally fine for us. I would hide that botanist a little more in the back just because it's got an ability that's repeating over time, right? It's got a cooldown, so you don't want it to... Well, it can be in front of the weapon, but you don't want it to be too up front because otherwise it won't get to go off as much. Here I would take the one shop again. We haven't talked about shop rarities yet, but you'll notice it has like a purple glow. That's how you know you're getting 6 units offered instead of
well, that seems crazy, like because the ones can sometimes just be you just get this unit. So getting a choice of 6 for only 1 mana seems really, really strong. Basically,
we wanted to have like your only choice vector. We didn't want it to be the type of the shop. We also wanted it to be sort of the quality of the shop because it adds a lot of decision nuance. Basically, it's like I can take a less sure thing with more choices and hope those choices result in something valuable, or I can take a narrowed pool with fewer choices because I know I want like a nature or whatever. And just like, you know, every shop you've got kind of 2 or 3 vectors of decisions. How expensive is it going to be? What brand of shop is it going to be? And how many options is it going to offer me? And then you have to decide across those 3 things. It adds some real extra depth. Here, I would maybe take that post office in the bottom left. You know, we are going to get some town units, and I actually can't see what they are because my camera's covering it. I think you got them in the bottom left.
Yeah. Oh, I should actually move your camera to here.
You also do kind of block some of the unit text when you click, but
I believe if I remember last time we were kind of like in the middle.
yeah, we were cozy.
Here.
We were like,
cozy. We'll get cuddled back up.
I just want to reach over and touch you. Like, hey, what's up?
Hey. All right,
I can't say cozy without PTSD and Marvel Snap. Rip cozy, man.
07.
Marvel Rivals guy. You got a casino and a Scola, which is like a school. Yeah, just throw those on your board. We'll show you how to make them work.
So is there much to be like spreading these out? Because I know you mentioned like damage units. After friendly town units trigger 25 times, your non-town units gain plus 3% of their own health and damage. Oh, interesting.
So that one's gonna buff our weapons and defense units as we as town units just go off, right? Casino is gonna speed up our town units, so like all their cooldowns will be faster. So those two things go great together because that means we're speeding up our town units. As they go off, we're gonna get free health and damage on all the stuff we care about. So I would put the casino like in the middle somewhere, just like, you know, you're gonna build straight up and below it, like in a straight line. So like take your botanist in the top left corner, grab that post office, and put those both below and above your casino. Like all your little town units.
All units above this. So what is that? So
both.
Wait, okay.
It means in a straight, in the same column, basically. The same two squares above and below are all going to count for this guy. So it's basically the more stuff you have above it, it's going to speed up the stuff below it, and the more stuff you have below it, it's going to speed up the stuff above it. So you could have like two really important things only above it, and then have a bunch of stuff below it, and it'll really speed up those two things above it. Or you could have kind of an even mix where everything is sort of medium sped up. Does that make sense? Like
yeah.
10 units below it, you're going to speed up by 20% above it. That could be really important for like some key units with long cooldowns. So you can kind of prioritize what you want to be sped up the most. And it does count, you know, each square. So like
this isn't actually a town unit. It's only town units? Or is this a town?
That town's going to be on
a town unit.
They're going to be on the far right, yeah. Even your bees are town units. They don't have a cooldown, but they can still contribute to the speed buff. So
interesting. So should I take the library over there as well?
I think every single thing you have should go above and below it. Yeah. Right now, it probably doesn't matter too much about which goes where. You know, maybe later if we find a really important thing. But for now, just I would probably put the post office at the top and just slide those bees in somewhere. Wherever you want, really. So
one thing because the beekeeper, this gets health and also spreads it to a random friendly unit, and then these two give health.
You could keep it by the trees. That's fine. Yeah, I mean, that's a reasonable thing to do. Yeah, the botanist will also buff it theoretically. So if it lives longer, right now, you know, once your trees die, the beekeeper is going to be the only thing left that's nature. So at some point, once the trees are out of the way, the botanist will start buffing the bees exclusively. So like if they're in the back, they'll still get buffs, you know. And it's going to be 10 health per. Okay. Here, I would actually buy another one of the botanists if you'd like. Yeah. Got a little nature health build going here.
Look at that.
Those are going to get sped up. That's going to start buffing your bees and your trees. So that's going to make your front line more defensive, and you might win. We're going to get a weapon next round, which is
it's Educated nice. Collins.
Oh, yeah, he started playing this week. Yeah, we know him. Yeah, I love Collins. You love Collins, dude?
I love Collins, man. Collins, that's awesome. Dude. What a blessed person to run into. All right, let's destroy them.
He just gave me some feedback. He was like, I don't like read his DM straight up, but he basically was like, it wasn't very fun early on because I was stomping everybody. Like he was like too good, so he found it boring. But once he ranked up and like started, because he already hit like 1,000 in half a day. Like he hit like one of the top. He's probably like top 50 already or something in half a day. He was like, once I started playing against good players, it's fun.
So it like, must have this must be an old build of his because this says his rating's 576. So maybe this was an old one from
that might be from a few hours ago. No, I think he played like 10 hours straight and just like. I don't know.
Old.
It's close. Yeah, you saw the fatigue, Collins. You saw the fatigue wizard for the first time. That's our dude that pops up to end the battle if it's taking too long, right? We don't want battles to run forever because theoretically they could. Like if you just scale, if your health gain outscales your weapons, fights could last infinitely, right? So we have to accelerate some lethality. So a little dude pops up to start shooting you. Yeah, the similar build to you, very close, really close.
How do you make all those dang trees, man? You got a million trees.
He had resummon. Ah!
Oh no.
We could have looked. It's okay. He has a unit called the Elder Dandelion, which when it at the start of combat and when it dies, it summons trees. It's really strong. It's a tier 5 defensive unit. So I would go for another weapon here for sure. This is our guaranteed weapon shop again to protect you. Oh, interesting choices.
We gotta go double treb, right?
Well, the leftmost weapon is similar. It's against defense. It's an explosive weapon. If you click into it, you can see it's explosive damage. Damage class explosive. I kind of wish, by the way, that we had a... Now that I say that, that's kind of hidden information that's really important. I wish we had a little icon or something that told you it's explosive damage.
Like
I'm
that
learning
just goes in that just goes in the little pop-up?
Yeah, somewhere there, just like a little, explosive icon or something, because that's really important to know, and you don't get that surfaced at the top layer, which is annoying to me. I've never thought about that until just now. Like the fact that I had to explain that to you is, yeah, I would probably take that leftmost unit because I think it's the best one, but it's not great for us yet. It's gonna need some help, but it's okay. We'll get it there. We'll get it there. It's a tiny little guy. Here I think we should keep buying small town stuff theoretically, but we do still need one maybe big defense unit, so that's making me nervous. Maybe for tier, maybe
I did get a random power lines from our
you got
warehouse
that off
as well.
Your warehouse, yeah. So that is going to speed up your town units. Unfortunately, this is where some puzzling comes in. It's a very different shape than your other town guy. Like this wants stuff to go sideways, and the other one wants stuff to go vertical, right? So you're going to have to think about how you want to position this. Basically, any town units that touch are going to get notably faster. For me, I would probably right now just put it up at the top that is touching both of those botanists, right? That's totally fine positioning. Yeah, that'll work.
And then we just get a bunch more little one pieces. Maybe we go the 2 here because we get 1 and 6.
The 2 is purple, so you're gonna get 6 choices instead of 1 choice. Yeah. So that's probably pretty smart. Yeah. Okay. There's 2 interesting units that jump out to me here. That one, Velmir, the increases our explosive damage, which both of our weapons are explosive. As you can see, they're glowing green, right? So this is a way to both increase their raw attack value, but also the amount of explosive damage they do. It's a percentage. So you have 15% explosive. If your main hit deals 100, it will deal 15 damage to all adjacent units. But we could bump that up to 100% basically eventually, so that it's doing full explosive. But also the bottom left is really interesting because this speeds up all our town units again, right? This is another way to speed up town. It just has to be off on its own with no adjacent units. So we could keep doubling down on the town speed side of things and use that Scola to increase the damage on our weapons, because that every time we get those 25 ticks, we're gonna be
so I think I agree that they're kind of similar. I think like this one being a tier 2 probably will be slightly harder to get access to.
Yeah,
so maybe just taking that now would be good.
Yeah, they're both really valuable. Smart.
Make it so you're not adjacent and getting some extra juice there.
Yeah.
Then yeah, I think we just take a couple little guys, man.
This one's interesting. The blacksmith here. This buffs adjacent town units anytime a weapon attacks. So, for instance, you can put this next to your beekeeper, and every time your weapons go off, it'll buff your beekeeper, which will then spread that buff around to other stuff. This is actually one of our most sneaky, powerful combos, actually. There's a lot of ways this has been broken historically. We won't break it too hard today, I think, but a blacksmith next, you can basically start getting multiple blacksmiths next to multiple bees and get some fast weapons and hundreds of health. Basically, we'll start.
You get 2 trees that can never be destroyed.
Start cascading off of this, and you'll really take some plays. The ruby. This buffs our weapons.
Beautiful.
Both weapons. That's good.
Beautiful. And then with my setup here, is there any way we should start to maybe try and combine these? Or are we cool with having kind of tiers of, you have 3 phases to get there?
This is really generally how most builds sort of evolve out, is you kind of have a front line of defensive stuff, which we actually currently only have trees for defense, but we'll get there. And then the kind of a back line of weapons is pretty typical, and a middle core of whatever sort of stuff you have. That is often town units, but there are other things you can do too. So yeah, this is pretty typical. There's a few tiny optimizations I would personally take that aren't worth explaining at this level yet. You could basically pull up any of our late game boards and like study it for 5 minutes and be like, why is every unit where it is? And I could explain it in great detail, and we could literally spend 30 minutes doing that. You know, there's that much positioning depth in the late game. It's really interesting. But you did a lot of little great instinctual stuff, by the way, like you know, your Scola and your post office. You made sure those were each occupying only 1 square below your casino to maximize the number of town units below your casino. So like that was really smart, just super intuitive little thing you did. Like a lot of people wouldn't pick that up right away, I don't think.
I think a lot of the stuff really does make sense, and the fact that when you like hover over something and it highlights it, I think is really helpful for that. That was one thing I remember the first time I was having some trouble with it before when I was playing on my own, because I didn't really notice that like that was the case. I just kind of thought it hovered anything that was adjacent. But I remember after the first stream you tell me that, and that's like a really good crutch that you can just go on to check anything like that. Because I feel like in a lot of games, you know, you're like, oh, does adjacent mean this or this? This game kind of shows you, which I think is really cool.
Yeah, we also have a new like if you hit spacebar, which is funny, we're going to be covering this now, but if you hit spacebar, which there's literally like tomorrow maybe there's going to be a button on screen for this, but if you hit spacebar, is it doing anything right now? I actually don't. Oh yeah,
it is, but you and everyone watching can't see.
I know, we covered it up. There should be a little like start of combat thing down there. If you hover over
start
that,
of combat
it gives
3.
you it gives you the order of the way things are going to proc from a start of combat. Like, so like number 1, then number 2, then number 3. Because sometimes it's based on positioning, but other times there are little priorities we have to take just because like that's how the game works. Like certain things have to resolve first to make sense. So we just give you like little shorthands to make sure you have tools. And again, there's literally going to be a button on screen, so you don't have to hit spacebar. It won't be hidden anymore. But little stuff like that, like quality of life stuff is like, so this is like what Ben and I have been learning the most is like how human beings interact with video games. You know what I mean? Like it blows your mind to what some people will do or think, and it's like you never even thought about it, but then you're like, oh, of course they think that. Like that's so obvious now in hindsight, right? Or like, why do they think that? How do we get people from thinking this incredibly strange thing?
Stop them from thinking that.
Yeah, it's really like game design is like a puzzle in its own way, and just like trying to like not just like unit design, but like just the tiniest little things about how you interact with how you click things, how you interact with things, like where your eyes look. It's very addictive to like solve these puzzles and try to think of solutions.
Thanks so much, Papa
Not that
Idiot.
we're doing things perfectly, but we're definitely paying attention to it super hard, and you know, just like trying to learn and absorb. Although I will say I am weirdly shy watching people play the game when I'm not talking to them. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's like you need to because you want to learn like their experience, but I'm also shy. Like, what if they say something mean? Which is so funny because like on YouTube, people say mean things to me 100 times a day, and I don't care. Like, you know, you're just an idiot. That's on every video, but it doesn't bother me. But for some reason, it's like this is your baby. You know, it's like
it's
with
a bit
real
more
life.
Personal, yeah.
It's like in real life with my daughter. Like, if you can say something mean to me. You say something mean to my daughter, dude.
Throwing hands.
Yeah, I'm not
gloves
happy.
come off.
I'm super protective. So let's pick that tier 4 shop. By the way, I want to find a big defense unit. I want us to get.
That's awesome. That's the same thing I was thinking. I feel like getting the tier 4, you never know what we can get.
Oh, we're getting offered a weapon too, though. So that's spicy.
I almost think we should just take another weapon here. Like I feel like the fact that we had 2 weapons versus our opponent's 1 was the reason that we just kind of shredded through them there.
Yeah, it is. I will say one thing: we're gonna get offered a weapon guaranteed next round if we don't buy one. So there is a little bit of a debate here. That said, so basically we'll get a weapon shop, which means we'll get to choose between 3 weapons instead of just 1. So there is kind of an upside there. That said, this is also a pretty good weapon, so I wouldn't hate picking it. It is another slow weapon. We currently have 3 slower weapons, but they are also, this is a pierce weapon, so it's another one that can deal kind of extra damage, which is nice. All 3 of our weapons have AoE aspects to them, which is good. So it's really up to you, but if you didn't take that, I would probably take either that stone wall in the top right or maybe that funny little blob in the bottom left, which is also a defensive.
Yeah, this is the mirror. I remember this mirror. This mirror, it'll hurt weapons like a lot.
Yeah, it shoots damage back basically to the opponent, so it can definitely be valuable.
Yeah,
it's also good for buffing health too. So, yeah. That looks good. Now, trees only impact nature units, so they won't buff it. So it could kind of be off on its own.
Well, I wanted with the emerald to get extra.
Oh, sure. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that works for me. I think that's smart. So here you could go 4 again, or you could just buy cheap to fill out more town units because we still have a lot of space above and below our casino, right? Like It's I would probably buy the tier 2 shop here just because it's a slightly higher quality shop than the tier 1. I would take that middle unit, the Arborist. This is another production unit that's going to give us a tree every single turn, or a shrub, but shrubs and trees are both just cheap little defenses.
That sounds great. Wonderful to me.
We'll generate lots of stuff.
Split it to random unit that's not a beekeeper. Adjacent town units gain. Make sure, yeah, man. Let's get this online.
I would take the 2 shop here again, yeah.
Yeah.
Picking the purple shops. Oh, we got this is an interesting weapon. It only lasts for 1 round. Then it destroys itself. So this is kind of like a short-term tempo boost. It's going to go away, but if you really want to win a fight, it's a very strong weapon for now.
Well, let me ask you this, because I don't even know if you'll know the answer to this. You said that if we don't have a weapon next round, then we get the guaranteed weapon shop. If we get one that then destroys, would it count or not?
I don't know.
Well, we're about to find out, Regis. We're about to find out, baby.
I'm trying to think when Ben would code the timing into that, and I don't know. We're gonna find out, yeah, because I really don't know.
Look at this, man. We're doing a little bit of limit testing here.
I think it won't give us the weapon shop is what I actually think is going to happen based on how I understand the game to be coded, but I'm very curious. We're dominating, by the way. Like that was brutal, dude. That was a good win.
Brutal.
Hit the logs. I want to see how much weapon damage your new weapon did. The Sentry, yeah, it did the most by it. Triple.
Oh
it's crazy. It's a really good short-term weapon. Which, I will say, like, at higher ranks, the way our kind of scoring MMR or whatever rating system works, like if you hover over your trophies right now, you see the trophies on screen up there at the top. It shows you kind of like right now, if this run ended right now, you would gain 8 points, right? Because you're so low ranked that like 3 trophies is enough to like get you.
You don't gotta say that. You don't have to phrase it like that, Regis.
You're so new. You're so new. But like when you're at like the top rank, you have to get like 13 trophies to rank up. So you have to win like 13 out of 16 rounds. So sometimes like winning a single trophy is worth a crazy amount of rank, basically. Like 1 trophy can be a significant difference. So taking a weapon like that, we did not get the weapon shop, by the way. Yeah, you're right. Interesting. I might talk to Ben about that. I don't know if that's fixable, by the way.
Well, maybe that's how it should be, Like I don't know. Maybe that's just because
the weapon destroys itself at the start, right, at the start of the shop phase, but the shop's already populated then, right? So he could probably hard code it in, but I don't know if it's worth it. Maybe it's fine to work that way. But you're getting your free tree, you're getting your free unit. That's a cool little unit. This is a little weapon buffer, kind of slow with a 3-second cooldown, basically.
We could make it a little faster.
You could, yeah. That's like the slower the cooldown, the better to put it kind of on a short end of the casino, right? You've got kind of the short end on the top and the long end on the bottom. That's exactly how I would do it. So yeah, I think you could just keep buying cheap town here until you fill out the casino, honestly. Yeah. There's another foundry. That middle unit is the corrupt alchemist. It's kind of a life steal unit. This one can do some crazy stuff. It steals health from town units next to it and then gives it to whatever has the most health, which is usually like a big defensive unit. So you can kind of sacrifice your town to make your defense way stronger. And in fact, sometimes you can like hide a defensive item in the back so that it lives a really long time and you just keep buffing it, like feeding it buffs throughout the whole fight. But you might kill off your town units in the process.
Yeah.
So it's like high risk, high reward, but there's certainly ways to play around that. It's also really fast. It's a 1-second cooldown basically. So that's really good for our Scola because we want as many things going as fast as we can. And you don't have to put it next to anything. You could technically leave it on its own so it doesn't steal health.
Just have a vibe,
So,
man.
yeah.
I kind of like another foundry. I like having a bit more damage.
I feel like I buy more foundries than any other high-ranked player. I really like them a lot. I don't know why. They're just like so honest and straightforward. There's something about
this is a crazy roll for these. Fantastic
shop, yeah. You're early enough that a production shop again wouldn't be crazy to get another high-value production unit. But I think any shop could be substantiated here. I would say.
What would you take here? What would you take?
I would probably still just buy tier 1s until I filled every square around my casino. like below and above the casino, I would take that wizard tower for sure here, just because that we got those explosive.
Yes, the wizard
actually,
tower.
on that note, this is one of our conditional units. This one only shows up when you have an explosive damage unit. Since it's buffing explosive, we didn't want to give you a unit that sucked until you found the unit for it, right? But we wanted like specialized units like that have high synergy, right? So we've got a whole set and more coming, in fact, of conditional units like this that basically we control when they show up, so that you kind of get this like specialized niche support synergy unit that's not dead in every other game, right? It's kind of nice to have both sides of that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're tinkering. I like this. Look at you.
Love
Yeah,
tinkering.
that's good.
Yes, we do. I kind of feel like we can set this up here and have it be pretty solid. And probably some more.
Those little houses, those Jeffreys you got there, they do like to be around as much stuff as possible. I don't know if you noticed. Like they scale with how many adjacent units there are, but you had them in a fine. This is a fine spot too. It's hard to get a lot of extra things around them in this particular alignment with the casino, because it's like everything's in a straight line. But normally you'd want them like in the middle of a square,
Mm-hmm.
But with a casino, we just have to get everything.
Yeah, and as we fill out more stuff, we can get to it and do a lot more, I'm sure.
Yeah, no, this is looking pretty good. Not altogether too different than how I would position this right now, honestly. Like again, a few things here and there, but like it's pretty good. Like the broad strokes of this are pretty good. Here I would probably go over that tier 2 shop again, by the way.
Oh, look at this move.
Oh yeah, you can drag and drop. Yeah. Look at you, dude.
Look at that.
Smart. Pretty. You got like a nice little shape here.
I
would go for the tier 2.
It is an L. It is kind of starting to look like an L, which is maybe bad, but I don't know. We'll figure it out.
We're winning.
I like the tier 2 shop here. What do you think about that? Or we could go
sure.
a little crazy and go here, but I also like filling things out. I think
I would say both are fine. Yeah. Another watchtower. That top left unit's a little defense guy. It's like our cheapest, a good defense
Buffer
unit,
bot?
I'd say. He basically takes like 4 hits guaranteed, which that's really nice. It's like even like it's really good against high damage stuff. Even if you hit it for 500, it's still tanking it, so that's good. That watchtower again, you could just keep hammering the speed buffs. Getting multiples of these is pretty nice. Then you have kind of 4 things buffing town speed, which all feed into Escola still.
I like that quite a bit. And we can't get both of them under the casino, unfortunately.
No, yeah, it won't work.
That's all right.
They don't like to be adjacent. Here's a transmute shop stuff if you want, up to 3 things. You only get one of the. If you pick this, you won't get another one this round. We did add a limiter to this, but I don't think you really need to right now.
I love what we got going. Yeah.
I would take the 4 shop here, maybe. Just commit. Let's get something big and awesome. Oh,
second mirror.
Choices. I don't hate second mirror. I will say that top right little battery guy, the supercharger. This is pretty interesting. This one will make your start of combat effects go off again. After 5 seconds, it has a little bit of a delay. It used to not, but it was crazy broken. Both and your power line are a start of combat effect. So you could use that to speed up and your power line. It won't work on the watchtowers because it'd have to be adjacent to them. They want to be on the road.
Yeah.
But,
and then one trigger.
You could hit both of those. I
feel like the casino
idea.
Seems really good, right?
It can be really strong. It's one of those things where it's not like maybe game winning in its own right, but it's good. There's also the town hall in the bottom right. That's another unit though that's like kind of more about you want all your town stuff around it. But we've already got the casino, so it would kind of be doubling down too much, right? Like it wouldn't. Positionally, they ask different things of you, so it would be kind of hard.
And then if we can find another small start of combat, we have, or if we find any other start of combats that are good.
Yeah. Any other start of combat? There's defense
here.
units. It's a pretty common keywords. There's all kinds of great little stuff you can build in. There's some weapons and stuff too. This used to be a really broken sort of thing, but we've toned down the supercharger a lot, and it's still honestly pretty good. You like our little glow on the buttons when you hover over them, dude? I do,
and I like the stone sound, like the stone slab sliding sound. It's very satisfying sound, and what I really like is it's not the same one every time. There's a set of them and they're different.
Yeah, we I'm glad you noticed that little stuff. Yeah, all little things we like you never think about in your life until you start doing this, right? It's like, oh yeah, we don't want the same sound 100 times in a row. We need like 5 of these. We just cycle through them randomly. Yeah, it's like I said, making a game is really fun. It's like really fun. It's so many little things. You know, again, we're not ever gonna have the polish of like a AAA game. We don't want to expect to, right? But like we're trying our best to make things, you know, as much quality of life as possible. This fight's
I think it's a lot of health.
So far. Yeah, I don't feel very good about this one.
Hold! Oh.
They have a lot of crystals back there buffing that attack.
Yeah,
that tentacle guy's a cool weapon. I like that tentacle guy a lot. He gets bigger as stuff gets destroyed, both enemy and friendly. So he can be a powerhouse late.
Very nice. Cool. All right, rough to take a loss there. I feel like the damage system is different. You now take damage based on how the tiers of the units remaining. No,
it's their size actually. So like a 1x1 unit deals 1 damage. It's like how many squares they occupy is how much damage that unit deals.
Interesting.
So we went back and forth on that system a million times, and there's like so many like there's a shocking number of ways to do it. It could be based on tier, but sometimes it felt bad if like you know, a tiny tier 5 unit survived. It was like, oh god, I'm taking max damage from this tiny little thing. It seemed like the most kind of fair spectrum of results was like based on size. Like if somebody has 10 trees that survive, that's not that much health or like value, but it would still deal an insane amount of damage. Whereas if they have one giant thing, you know, it's like it's hard to explain. But basically, Ben and I iterated on this a dozen times. Throughout the demo process, actually, we've had 4 or 5 different systems. This seems to be the most palatable to players. Like there's still a few people who push back a little bit in there. It's also, I don't love that it's like 200 health instead of 100, but like, you know, we're on a fixed value on the size of the squares, so you kind of had to make that line
sure
up.
Yeah,
it's all a balancing act. Oh, you got the time dive.
Isn't it crazy how like numbers like that just like affect humans in such ways? Like having like 100 is such like it's just like this perfect number to feel.
I fought so hard to get us to 100, but there was like no easy way to do that actually. So somebody asked me a question in chat I saw, by the way. I don't know how recently this was. What was the second game Regis was working on? Yeah, anybody who, this is trivia now, but like when I revealed this game, I teased that I had been working on another game, which you played, Binks, right?
I have, right? Yeah, I played it a long time ago. Long time ago. That was a very, very good.
I feel like you're one of the first people who ever played actually outside of the dev team. Yeah, it was a card game. At the time, it was called Overthrown, but then a game came out with that name, so we had to just scratch that name. It was like a triple triad Marvel Snap mashup. I thought it was cool, but that game was going to take a lot more funding and a lot more time, and like it's still alive technically, right? But definitely on the back burner for now. That team that I was working with, though, is actually making another game right now that I think is gonna pop off hard. They will love this free shout out. Binks, have you heard of this game? It's called Cursed Words.
Cursed Words.
It is a Scrabble plus Balatro, and it's actually very good. I'm like giga proud of them. I think it's gonna pop off. I think Northern Lion's gonna play it, and it's gonna go nuts.
Can you describe it a little more?
Yeah, so it's like you have a Scrabble grid. I'm gonna put a link in chat. This is just free advertising for them because we're buds and all that stuff. It's like you have a grid of Scrabble tiles and you have to create words out of the grid, and it's got the same kind of like modifiers and stuff as Balatro, where it's like, you know, your blue tiles give an extra plus 10 points this game or whatever, right? And you just try to get to point totals and beat the bosses. But it gets like crazy and wacky, and there's like all these insane modifiers, and like it descends into madness, and it's got a really fun tone, and I think they hit a sweet spot right now. I think it's.
Did you ever play Wordplay?
I don't think I know that. No.
There was a Scrabble Balatro type game called Wordplay that came out somewhat recently that I played quite a bit of and really liked.
I did see this actually when I was looking up their game. It's I think similar in some ways, but like tonally different. Theirs has that kind of like sarcastic, you know. Fun,
I see the evil puppet
kind of
and the
like,
evil puppet.
Yeah. There's like an evil Elmo basically and stuff. Yeah. I think it has a chance to blow up. I think they actually have pretty similar wish list numbers to us right now, based on the like Steam top wish list charts and stuff. Right? They had a few videos they had a publisher, but their publisher sponsored stuff did well. But I think though their trajectory is higher than ours. Like, I think we're ultimately auto battlers are a fairly niche, subsection of strategy games, which is already a subsection of games. Like, not to like talk, but I think we have a hard route to like, it'd be impossible to blow up almost. Right? I think that game actually could go wild and blow up. So I'm proud of them. But that's what they're working on now. If that game blows up, maybe we revisit our game, right? Like we both have experience in our portfolios now. Maybe team up again and refine that, because I was really happy and thought what we had was cool there, but this opportunity was much lower to the ground and more feasible, and Ben was a cool partner too. So anyway,
I'm thinking lumberjack
unit
here.
To buy. Yeah, it's kind of like a foundry that likes nature units. It works for me. You're doing a smart thing where you're taking units here that you can that are one tile, because that's more units to fit above and below your casino. Anything that's two tiles tall, you're losing kind of some casino efficiency, right? So the more either 1x1s or ones that you have, the more stuff you can stuff in your casino, which is great. Here, I might take another defense shop. I feel like we're a little light on defense.
I agree with that. It does feel like we're getting beat up pretty quickly.
The middle unit, the brick by brick, a start of combat synergy. So you could use that next to your supercharger and get lots of extra health. It'll basically go off twice. It's going to get extra health for all. You'll have basically all of the tags at this stage.
Yeah.
So you'll be getting like, this will have like 1200 health or something. It'll be very, very big.
Sick. That'll be a nice little phase 2 to put after they get through this.
I will say one thing. That time diluter you got randomly, that little snail guy down there, he looks like a snail. I don't know. He's cute.
He does have snail vibes. He
slows down all your stuff. It might actually be better to, number one, you can return this to your inventory you got to right click. I do wish we had a drag. I got to talk to Ben about that again. It's weird that you have to right click. But also maybe just put him out front so that he dies immediately. It's like a passive effect, so like.
But doesn't he also slow our opponent's thing?
He does, but like it can be good, but we care a lot about how fast our stuff is, because we have that like Scola, again that Scola once every 25 giving us a buff. So if we slow down our 20, that might impact us more negatively than it would impact the opponent. Right? So it depends on your build. I would probably use that in a build that's like more defensive and just has a big pile of defensive walls and stuff, so that it's harder for the opponent to get through it and not as reliant on our own cooldowns. But since we care about our cooldowns a lot, I would probably say let's just throw that out front to die.
I think we take another blacksmith and then we do a little adjustment here. Why are you? There we go. This guy right there.
Yeah, dude. 2 bees and 2 blacksmiths. Beautiful. Those, by the way, those are all town units. You could put those below your casino if you wanted to. You'd lose the tree buffs, but they also would live longer. So, like you'd have more time for the blacksmiths, because the blacksmiths are going to buff them anyway with your weapon attacks constantly, right? They're just going to keep going off over and over and over again. So it's up to you. I mean, you don't have to. You might have to move your watchtowers out of the way now, though, because you're getting all this other stuff. But it would still be a net total gain, right?
Yeah, it looks like we are going to have to probably pop these out over yonder.
There you go. This is what I would do. Oh, also, oh no, you're fine. You're fine until you get a third.
Yeah, send it. Let's see where we're at here.
All right. We do kind of still need a third weapon.
And a couple things. Yeah, third weapon would be great. We did a little bit of we did do a bit of game dev testing to our own demise science. A bit there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm all for doing science though. I'm all for doing science.
You have a lot.
I remember this little guy.
Yeah, the chameleon dude. I'm excited to get real art for these, but also I'm gonna be sad to lose the charming, funny MS Paint art. It's like
I do like the idea you mentioned about having like you can change it to the beta art. Like Slay the Spire, I think did that in a really cool way, where you could like swap and play the weird little old like Microsoft Paint beta art on cards if you wanted to.
Yeah, I would do that. I think we will, but I can't 100% guarantee. There's some like server structure stuff that has to happen. You know, we did. It's funny. We did way less damage to them, but we had so many town units. I think that we just kind of tanked a lot of shots. You know?
So much health, man. We had health out the wazoo.
Bodies. I think you need to find another weapon. So I would try to buy some expensive shops here, maybe a shop. Because Nova
do
shop
weapons
okay,
start
but...
at like tier 3?
Yeah. 3 basically. Yeah, is your first.
Except for the one that
that
explodes itself.
Yeah. There's no super cheap weapons. I would like us to have one like super cheap weapon. Actually, now that you say that, it's actually a kind of important thing to have. Maybe I think it would be bad, but just like just cheap and throw it in. Fortune teller. This one, ancient or magic faction units. It kind of wants to be around a lot of other stuff. You have that one spot up there right below the casino that's sort of perfect. Remember? Little nook there.
But does it have any ancient or magic? I think the only one that we have up there is this.
It's that, but it doesn't have to be adjacent, so it can buff your frontline mirror thing. Buff a little bit. But
I was
not
reading
for long,
the first
the
Asian as adjacent.
I know,
that was double.
It's kind of a dual faction. It cares about ancient and magic. Hey, weapons! That top right is a weapon, and the bottom middle is a weapon. The top right weapon demands a lot of support because you got to have adjacent defense stuff. So I don't think we go top right. I think we go bottom middle here. It's more just like generally usable. It's like but you could.
Can we like get it with that? Like, isn't this just like?
You can. I mean, you can. Yeah. I mean, honestly, it's probably right. No, I'm just trying to. Yeah, you should probably take the top right. Honestly, yeah, we'll buy more defense. You got enough town now that you're.
What does Magnus the Minuscule do?
He deals extra damage to stuff that's big, basically. So he's bad against 1x1s, but really good against big stuff. I would take the Warden's Flame. It also just looks cool.
It does look sick. Okay, so what we could do is we could move it so you're kind of like a last line of defense.
Ah, smart.
Like
okay, I like it. Yeah.
Put you there. And then we could put you there. And we could put you there. Well, I guess you'd want to be maybe like here-ish.
I like watching you.
And you're still hitting those 3. You're still a town unit. I can actually even put you that. Just more space here. And then look at that, Jeffrey.
Yeah, look at you.
A little spot to hang out with right there.
Yeah, we talked. By the way, that unit name Jeffrey, we talked about this. I want your take. We have a Jeffrey who lives on a tiny island. Not intentional, of course. Given the Jeffrey Epstein stuff, like somebody was like, Regis, I don't know about this Jeffrey.
I would not. I would never put that together. But
I wouldn't either. I never thought about it. I was like, oh god, like, oh. I think it's probably gonna stay. We talked about it. Like, I don't know. Like, clearly that's not our intent. It was long before we even, who knows? Like, oh, people are crazy creative thinking of this stuff. All right, yeah. I mean, I wish we had more than just that one unit, but it's honestly enough that it's like still gonna put out some decent damage. It'd be nice to have.
Because
you
also
can
throw
actually
some like
scale
trees and stuff back here.
You
like,
can,
versus...
yeah. Shrubs are actually pretty good. Shrubs get pretty high health compared to the trees, so just a couple shrubs will definitely help. You have a shrub in inventory too.
Oh, look at that.
Inventory UI not final, by the way. Like some of the like scrolls in the game right now are just like temporary till we finish it all. Some are like more final. Nothing's ever final. Yeah, we haven't done an enchantment yet. We haven't done a single enchantment. Did we even have enchantments when you played? Probably.
Yes.
These are little modifiers you can put on units. So, for instance, the bottom right is a health buff, which would be really nice on your defense unit by your new dragon, right? Like this could give it a lot of.
And would it double trigger because of the supercharger?
I don't think it does right now. Last
We're
I heard
about to find out.
No, I think it should. I think it should.
So on the brick by brick seems good. You think? Yeah.
Yeah. It's also probably good on your magic guy up front, and you can move him if you want. It's not locked in. You get to pick 2.
Oh, interesting.
I would also pick that like top left one maybe. That's gonna protect from magic damage. So like putting that on your guy up front.
This guy.
Alive longer. Yeah. And I don't think it decreases the reflection damage either. I think we determine the projectile damage first and then reduce the damage, as I recall. But
interesting.
I can't guarantee that. It's like a lot of this little stuff is like stuff that Ben just decided, at 3 a.m. one day when he's like coding the unit, and then you have to go back like 6 months later. It's like, wait, what did we decide?
I kind of like this. The faster triggers. This probably works well with like those clocks and stuff that like forces the fatigue timer to go way earlier. Oh my gosh, we lost Regis. Oh man, we lost him. We're all on our own, chat. It's just us here.
Bro, was it me?
Oh,
did I die or did?
I think it was just you. I'm pretty sure it was just you.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. It seemed like everything died. I wasn't sure.
All right, we're back. We're back.
I was
Let's
saying that blue crystal's really good, and then nothing
yeah.
happened for like a minute. I was like, I guess he doesn't like it.
I guess he hates the blue crystal.
Yeah, I was gonna say just put it next to all your weapons is really nice to speed up all the weapons.
Everything up. One click. We're gonna pop you back one click.
Can I tell you how annoying this game was to play before we had the drag and drop, dude? Before
we had the what? The drag and drop.
You had to move.
Oh, the drag and drop to move everything.
Yeah. We had 1 by 1. You got to move 20 units. Misery.
Man, it's hard. How do I get this to hit all 3? Can I? Yes. No. It's gonna break my brain. I don't think I can have. I guess I could if I
would just swap the blue and red crystal and let the red crystal only impact 2. You know what I mean? Like this is what
Yeah. Oh, actually, the red crystal can't affect this
can't
one.
buff that anyway. Yeah, it doesn't even matter. Yeah, you don't even need
that. Beautiful.
Perfect. Doesn't even matter. Perfect. That's genius.
Beautiful. Let's give me some freaking nature, man. Some more passives.
Those are good next to each other. Also, yeah, really smart. I would actually even put the other one over there too, honestly. That way you're feeding extra health into that weapon to scale up. Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Actually, we probably want to just do this. It's good to me. Oh no, wait.
Emeralds next to each other is also really nice because they protect each other from like little chip damage or whatever. Since they are a passive ability, sometimes they get cleaned up. There's some like AoE units we haven't ran into yet, like a weather machine that can like destroy little junk.
All right, we're gonna have to smash through all this.
I think you're gonna be okay. They have that big crossbow in the back. It kind of goes off when stuff next to it goes off. But your trebuchet, which we haven't even really talked about much, your trebuchet targets town units specifically. So it's gonna skip over the defense and start destroying all that stuff in the back, which is really gonna limit their weapon's ability to go off. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're
this guy's chonky, man.
Yeah. I wonder what the highest damage is going to be here on your log.
I feel like it's the dragon. The dragon was doing so much damage at the beginning.
Let's see. Oh, it's still the trebuchet. They're all pretty close though.
Yeah.
The dragon is slower, I will say, and didn't have a ton of adjacent necessarily early. It was shooting into that force field without a ton of adjacent stuff later. So.
Oh yeah, because the explosive damage spreads. So when you're just hitting an individual thing, you're not getting as much juice out of the damage.
It doesn't have adjacency. Yeah, my internet keeps hiccuping a little bit though. So sorry if I pop in and out. I lost you for a second again.
No worries. I mean, you sound
on your own
yeah, you sound generally fine other than that one drop. So
okay. Good.
I think we're chilling.
More shrubs is good for your guy back there. Yeah, those are really going to add up. Like, each shrub is basically adding 15-20 damage to that or something. You can put your watchtowers up front, by the way. They don't need to be in the back because like they're start of combat. So once they go off, like they're done. So they could just be a body, like absorb a hit before your important stuff. Basically.
Very smart. Very smart.
That's a very common. Everybody. That's like everybody does that. I look at new player boards sometimes. Everybody puts them in the back. There's something about it. I don't know. It's like they forget it's start of combat. It's like instinctually everybody does that. I don't know how to fix that. To me,
I was wondering why it wasn't highlighting those ones. But it's because they're passives and they don't have an active cooldown.
Oh yeah, they don't have a cooldown. Yeah. It's like to me a watchtower flavor-wise seems like it should be out front, but that's how brains work. Here
Played
I
a
would
lot
just
of Age of Empires growing up, I'm sure.
Yeah, yeah, I did, dude. I love AoE 2 is like one of my all-time favorite games. 100%. I played so much. I would take really anything here except maybe the production shop is fine. Even a big ancient shop might give you something cool. You could maybe find a weapon even.
Whoa,
no weapon, but you got
crazy.
a graveyard, resummon a unit, but very low, slow cooldown. I would say since we have too much junk in the front, as opposed to the back,
it would probably just hit something
like
that's not that good.
it's
Like if you had
gonna
like
hit like a tree.
one
Yeah.
giant like force field that was tanking all the damage, and then you resummon it would probably be crazy, right?
That's gonna be best if you have like 4 or 5 like big defense units up front. Yeah, I will say that guy in the middle there, the Myria, the Curse Finder. This is a town unit, so you can speed it up with your casino, and it will take control of an enemy weapon for an attack and make it shoot its own stuff.
Wow, that seems really
which is
good.
Really, really powerful effect. And we could put it up top and speed it up a bunch with our casino, right? And actually cut that cooldown maybe almost in half. You know what I mean? Like it might be 6 seconds instead of 9, or 5 seconds instead of 9. So
yeah, that seems really good.
That becomes a potentially very powerful unit. Now that said, we don't have a lot of defense still, so it is going to get killed perhaps sooner than we'd like. We should maybe look for more defense stuff. You could also swap sides like that to help a little, yeah. That hides it a bit more. Yeah, go for nature 2 here. Nature 2.
Always like having some options.
I think more trees is actually good. Just more stuff up front to keep them busy. You know, like we've got enough good stuff in the back now. I think we need to like stall more. Like we need to we got a little engine that can do things, right? It's now about like protecting that engine. Sometimes it's like a Rube Goldberg machine type thing, right? Like you set up your little machine and then it's like let it do its thing and then like protect it, right?
Yeah,
you've got a nice little machine going.
Ooh, nice big shop. More trees, maybe.
Yeah, more trees. That wizard tower also always jumps out at me as a pretty good buff unit. So like you have 2 explosive units. It actually highlights Warden's Flame, which it shouldn't. I'm gonna make a note of that. That cannot be buffed. Oh, actually, not true. It can buff its explosive strength. It cannot buff its damage. That's why it highlights it. So it can. That 10%. Is
this explosive though?
Yeah, Warden's Flame is. They're all 3 explosive. We have 3 explosive weapons.
Well, that's one thing. That's probably why it's missing, because it doesn't actually show that it's explosive here.
Oh, you're right. What the heck? Let me see. Click the other ones.
They do, yeah.
Huh? Ben just nerfed that. Maybe. Okay. Warden's Flame doesn't show explosive. That's weird.
It also doesn't show
DPS,
is. But I'm gonna guess that's because it's not stagnant.
Yeah, it's 0 right now. Yeah, until it gets a buff, like it started the combat. Yeah. Okay. Weird. Yeah, that's a bug. But yeah, I would take either trees or the top right guy, but really anything's kind of okay.
I like more trees.
Making a note for Ben. We just nerfed that Warden's Flame. It was our best unit by a mile.
Has this not been working? Am I crazy? Have we gotten a tree or shrub every time and I'm just not really paying attention? Yeah, we do. We have.
Yeah. That's all your shrubs up at the top and stuff. Yeah.
Look at them. They're hanging out. They're being friends.
Yeah.
All right, let's lock in here.
You can click that tip away on screen, by the way. Like, maybe we need
it has been there for a really long time.
Yeah. Maybe we need an X. I don't know. I'm just thinking about that.
Dude, triple mana. Triple
this board's
mana
like really
machine.
stuffed up. They just stuck everything together, man.
It's ready to get exploded.
I think we're gonna absolutely murder this board. Yeah, everything's so stuck that all our explosive damage is gonna be perfect. Like, great.
So they're gonna start attacking themselves.
Weapons, so. You learn a lot watching these boards, like seeing what players do. So many little things. Like, there's no reason for them to
they have a piranha plant too. They have this guy.
Oh, it was hidden. Yeah, they do have 3 weapons. Yeah. Although that one's pretty bad with
It's got so many triggers. Oh, yeah, we did almost bring it down to half. 4.5 seconds.
Yeah, wow. I think that might literally be exactly half, yeah. Which is a cap. You can't go above half your speed. Like that's
Whoa, that's really interesting.
We used to have it capped at 0.1 seconds. And let me tell you, it was bad. Very broken. Like everything could go down to 0.1. It was, I mean, in a weird way, it was kind of fun. I think we should have a game mode with no caps, because no cap. Because it is actually kind of a different game. Like it becomes a game that's all about like combos. Your Warden's Flame is now at the top. Although look at that spread, it's perfect. You have 3. I'm sorry, I was looking at your stream. The log is gone. it's like it's a different game. It's like a combo game instead of like a kind of value or positioning game. It's all about building like a ridiculous broken combo. It's sort of like an OTK game mode. I would actually.
Ooh, what did you like there that I missed?
I was just thinking about another big defense unit maybe, but this is fine. A crystal's actually pretty good here. I think you should speed up your weapons again. You may not be able to get all three again, but
I feel like the one shop that gives you 6 just seems so crazy.
Yeah, I would go with the tier 4 defense shop here actually. Yeah. Let's get another big defense unit. I want to protect that Warden's Flame as much as like Bamboo's pretty good. It's it resummons itself, so it's like sticky, kind of annoying, right? Like a lot of little bodies. The stone wall also is okay, probably. You can't really go wrong with anything in a lot of cases, but
do you not like this tree?
I would probably. I do, but I think it needs more units that really care about that. So in other words, like a tree's health is so low that if it's next to a tree, the 10% damage might not save it anyway. Like if a tree gets hit by something for 200 damage, which a weapon might do, it's going to take 180 damage, which still kills it. You know what I mean? So it's like breakpoints kind of. It's like if you have a lot of high health stuff, it can stack up more. But since you have so many trees, I think going for the kind of sticky bodies on board.
Yeah, and then we probably want to like surround this with like trees, right?
Yeah, you can. I mean, trees hit other trees too, so it's just about whatever you prefer. But yeah, this is good. There are some units that really, really love being surrounded by trees. There's a big red flower we haven't run into yet that like gets double buffs anytime it gets buffed health-wise. So like every tree just feeds a ton of buffs into it. It's really cool. Little synergies like that. You just like you'll play for 2 hours and then notice like, oh my god, these things work amazing together. I never thought about it. It's like, oh yeah. Or you'll see an opponent do it and you're like, oh my god, of course
you could do that. I could do this
Why
the whole
wasn't
time.
I doing that? Yeah, it's even like Ben and I have occasionally been really surprised by what people do. I would take the tier 2. Lumberjack's good again. Yeah, nice for your casino. Horizontal unit again. Tier 1.
Another emerald.
Put that up by your weapon. Yeah, you got a nice little core going. I think you're gonna do pretty good from here, man.
I'm
maybe
good.
use one more weapon. 3 is a good spot for weapons. Like some people's instinct is like, I need all the weapons, but really it's like if you get 2 or 3, it's more about supporting those and like building an engine for them as opposed to like just going all in on weapons. Like going all in on weapons can be good from like a tempo standpoint and it can get you there, but at some point you kind of need to pivot into like supporting them. So 3 can be a sweet spot.
This I've used this portal before. It's crazy because you nerf yourself, but then you like can over time get like a bunch of crazy tier 5 units and stuff.
Yeah, you basically sacrifice tempo for value. It's funny, like it's I use a lot of card game terms, even though it's not a card game at all, really, right? But it's the same sort of stuff. Like the same design language happens a lot, where it's like, it's a value versus tempo conversation from a balance standpoint so often. The pillar they have there, that one is like a really high health unit that's really good with our dragon guy.
It sure was.
Yeah.
Dude, this brick by brick has been such a stud, man.
Yeah. I think you're gonna win this. It's gonna be close. Yeah, you're gonna win this for sure. Yeah. It was close though. That was a good fight. Yeah. I like when we have close fights. Strong. Yeah, it makes me happy when we have close fights. Like that's like I don't want like constant blowouts. It's good when things line up that way. That makes me proud. From like
Entombed Terror. Is that their
tentacle guy that scales over time.
Tentacle guy, yeah. Man, dude, look at these 3. Man, dude, these things are studs. They're just studs.
Yeah, you have a good damage spread. Like it's nice. Good.
I love this part of it, by the way, whenever you like everything just goes crazy and adds in.
Oh yeah.
I want to find a tier 5 defensive unit. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah. Another brick by brick. You could put it right next to that supercharger again. Just move your power line out.
Yeah, dude, that's gonna make that weapon crazy.
Weapon is gonna be a monster, dude. It's gonna be so good now. Yeah, I mean, I will say like at high ranks, people go crazy with this. They get like multiple superchargers, the battery, multiple brick by bricks, the pillar. We've had these dragons hitting for like thousands of damage basically. That's why we had to nerf it literally this last week. It got a little scary. It was out of hand.
I kind of want. That's probably not that.
Yeah, no, it works. I think it's fine. Yeah.
And it gives you a little bit more health just in case.
Yeah, well, the one thing I like, if you put another one there, put it next to the battery too, so that the battery is healthier. So now the battery won't get killed. Because it takes 5 seconds to go off. Sometimes like a mine or something can kill it. So having
I never realized that this actually takes time to go off. Okay.
Yeah, it didn't used to, but it was broken. There is a unit we can get that will make it happen instantly, which is often worth it, just so you don't have to worry about it, right? We'll keep an eye out if it pops up. I'll show you, but keeping it alive is part of the game for sure.
I mean,
it basically is like going to triple. It's going to like triple your damage output or something at that stage. You know?
Altering Stone.
Altering Stone's actually pretty good for us. We have the that Scola down there that offers that health buff. So this just is going to passively get buffed as our town units trigger, which means that's going to give extra damage to our weapons, both of which scale really well with damage because they're explosive. This is actually, I would take the Altering Stone. It's a really, really good unit for us right now.
Awesome. And then probably hide it just kind of somewhere back here?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, somewhere in the back. Definitely. It's a passive.
Get you back.
You got another blacksmith for your bees too in the inventory. So you want to have to position that. It's fine. You can tuck it between those bees again. That's gonna be great. Ah, smart. Yeah, I was gonna see if you did that.
Oh, another blacksmith. Okay.
You got a nice little thing coming together here, man. This is kind of
this is cool. This is really cool. I love it. I'm happy we got this casino early. This is really interesting.
I really like our units that make you puzzle. You know, like it's making you puzzle out positions. Like I think that's really satisfying. I don't want people like tinkering forever. I think there's a sweet spot where tinkering is fun, like adjusting your board, but you don't want it to go like forever.
Sure.
So it's just about like finding that good balance. But I like one that requires positional adjustments like that. That's reasonable. I'm not sure actually. It looks to me like your snail might be too close to that tower. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Okay. It's fine. We're gonna lose this fight anyway. So.
You think so? This looks terrifying. You're not lying. That's freaking Educated Collins again. God damn it! It's Educated Collins again.
Yeah, it's Collins.
God damn it!
This board is like that's what his rank was at the time, but he's clearly playing like a rank 1000 plus player. You know, so. I mean, I think it's gonna be respectable. It's gonna be respectable.
They still have to get through our 2 brick by bricks, man. They're pretty big.
Yeah, it's not going too bad.
It's falling apart. It's falling apart pretty quickly now.
Yeah,
they have so many weapons. How did he get so many weapons?
I think he farmed Portal a lot. And that's why he was like, this game's easy. But like, I think as you get higher rank, Portal gets worse because it's more about synergies late as opposed to like brute force. You know, like high level play is like really synergistic play, finding really optimal little lines and stuff. And that one actually might be next. Yeah, that's actually unfortunately was also adjacent to your lumberjack. That was kind of an.
I think I just moved it, so I think we still had it last time.
Okay. Okay. Good. Oh, nice. Okay. I would maybe still grab some more defense here. Honestly, I think that tier 4 shop too though might be okay because you could maybe get a weapon. Like you could do both. Oh, you got your pillar. I don't know if it's worth repositioning all that. Like pillar could feed into both your brick by bricks and your warden's flame. And
we can do that. We can do that easily,
but
don't you wear your sweet little head.
It's gonna make that thing crazy high damage.
Okay, so if we wanted to get
most
pillar,
people do this in the front, by the way, but you do it in the back. It's really interesting. I don't know that it's actually that much worse to do it in the back, but most people do set it up in the front.
Put the warden's flame up front.
Yeah. Like they trust the defense to like hold and just like give up on it. But I don't hate it in the back. I think it's reasonable. I don't know. I like what you've got. I'm not trying to talk you out of it. I'm just curious.
Okay.
It's
so
like
we could get
sacrificing your town a little sooner.
Oh, this is the Elder Dandelion. This is the one that makes a bunch of trees.
Yeah. It's also really good. It's also start of combat, so it could use your supercharger, but it's up to you. If you want to position a bunch,
especially with the supercharger and the pillar, I feel like we got to try and make this work. It seems crazy.
Yeah, go for it. It has been the most broken thing in the game. It just got nerfed, but I think it's probably still a little broken, so we're about to find out. Right, I don't even know the right way to position all this. You've got a lot of challenge here, actually. This is a tight squeeze because you kind of want the supercharger touching everything, you know, like that's the problem. You used to be touching like 4 things here, and they're not like corners either. You might have to just like give up one of the brick by bricks or something, you know, like use the pillar instead.
We can make this work maybe. It is breaking my brain. It is hurting my brain very much trying to figure out what to do, but so this is
you kind of need like one more units. You want that to be touching the brick by bricks and the supercharger, and you still want it to touch the weapon too, right? So you need to be touching basically. Well, I mean, honestly, you're kind of fine. Like this is actually already fine. You don't even need to do anything. It's actually not that hard. Yeah, that's perfect. I would still put a crystal in there in that gap, just to help protect that. Yeah, this is actually not that hard. You had more space than I realized. It's totally fine. I was thinking we needed to move everything over 1 unit, but I think this is actually going to be nuts. Yeah, this is.
Yeah, it seems crazy.
That's going to be like 500-600 damage or something at least right now, right? It's going to be a lot.
Yeah, I don't think it tells you until the thing starts, but
yeah,
but I think it's gonna be pretty good. Look at that, Jeffrey. You can hang out up there. More town units, maybe.
One of those. Yeah, I think another Scola would be cool actually if you found it. Not.
Jesus Christ!
But that's gonna be too hard to position.
Oh wait,
top right unit.
Wait, we messed this up because the supercharger still needs to touch the casino.
Yeah, that's right. Oh shoot. Does it though?
Yeah, no, we can work this out.
Yeah. That's why I thought it was gonna be harder than it was, and you made it seem so easy, and I was like, well, something's not. Yeah, that'll still work.
Yeah, we got it.
You're just giving up some of your casino space, basically, but that's okay. It'll still be worth it more to have the supercharger.
Ooh, actually, maybe it doesn't, because now I can't get this to touch this.
Oh yeah, see, but that's still gonna be worth it because you know you're passing that health through the pillar anyway. Basically, like you lose a little bit. You'll net
that's
more.
A really good point.
So I think it'll be fine.
Shrub me.
It's not perfect. You're basically choosing right now to prioritize the casino over the weapon a little bit, but I think that's okay.
Yeah, I mean the casino. I mean, maybe it's not, but it seems like it's doing really great things for us.
I like it. I think. You can just put it up front somewhere. It'll die and then give you mana next round. So you know, there are ways to like resurrect it and stuff that are pretty cool. Town hall is gonna be way too much. Like that wants town stuff around it, which we don't have space for. Saloon's kind of cool, or bakery. These can both like trigger town units for you. You could just kind of toss this in between any of your town stuff, like up top, hit a saloon and hit a botanist and a lumberjack or whatever. I would probably take that top right guy. And just you can kind of throw it anywhere really. That's a great spot. Just make sure it's not touching your watchtowers.
Yeah.
Kind of running out of space, but just throw them in. You know. I like watchtowers too because they do make you have to like think and be careful.
Yeah, it's definitely a thinker. Some boards can get
totally full. Some boards lock up like space, so it's hard. Yeah, this looks good. I think you're gonna win. I want to see the damage on this dragon now. They have freaking 3 stone gorgons, man. Well, luckily your stone gorgons are gonna attack themselves. Joke's on you, buddy. They also might kill your supercharger.
No!
Yeah.
That's really bad.
A rocket they have targets your biggest thing, which is your pillar, so that sucked.
I could have got my crystal in there.
Yeah, that really hurt you a lot. I don't know if the crystal would have saved it. It might have. I don't know the damage break points, but I mean, you're actually not looking too bad anyway, really.
Yeah,
you're still doing okay. It's close, but they're only down to weapons now. So
you gotta get some weapons down.
Oh, it's like the stuns. No!
I'm stunning me!
I thought there's too many. The stone gorgons stun you. They could be called stun gorgons.
Stone gorgons.
That Entomb Terror is doing work today, by the way. It's good. I'm actually glad because we've had a problem where single target weapons didn't seem very good lately. But he is a single target weapon. That tentacle guy. He's doing work. Actually, I'm not happy for you, but I'm happy for the game.
Nah. It's cool. I feel like we're getting there. We're getting there.
I mean, like our run is going to be crazy positive on trophies no matter what, right? Like you're probably up 50 ranks or something already. 50 rank points. Realize we don't have a word for those rank points, MMR. Like I don't know what we call it. It's like I gotta decide that. That's my job. Whoops.
Wait, that's on me. That's on me.
I don't have anybody to ask. I would go for an enchantment again here. That tier 2 shop. Oh, that bottom left. I would take that little sword angel thing. That's gonna protect your supercharger from dying. So it prevents a death, basically. Like it blocks a death. So that gives it a very high chance to survive. I would also maybe take either that purple one or that middle one and put it on my pillar for extra defense. Those both like protected from damage. So I don't think you need the damage buff in the middle bottom. That's a big damage buff on your weapons. I don't think either of those are important for us because we scale weapons already anyway. I would just take more defense.
So and then where do you think I should put top? Where
I would put the top left on your pillar. To protect it.
Hold the line.
Enchantments can be pretty important. Yeah. Here, for another shop, your pillar's blocking the shops. I can't see.
Oh, my bad.
Look at me. I would probably go tier 5 right now just to get another big thing. I think our town is like settled.
It's the biggest thing I've ever seen.
The big thing, literally, yeah, the biggest unit we have, the big tree. This is. I don't think we can take it because I don't think you have space. You know, it wouldn't be terrible for us. It basically
I'm
gives
taking
a lot
the
of
big
extra
tree. I'm
stuff.
taking the big tree. I hate to say this. I just have to do it. It's so big. Go in my inventory for a second here. Give me a second here. I'll figure it out, Regis. I'll figure it out. Don't you worry your sweet little head.
I literally don't think you have space. You have too many positional constraints right now. I don't know, man. This is gonna be tough.
Okay, we can do this. We can literally do this. Okay, let's think what we could do here. We can move all of you.
I think, yeah, like you know, if you take that like power line and warehouse out, you can kind of scoot everything to the right a little bit maybe and tuck it back there in the corner. Well, you might actually, if you move that blue crystal, I think you're fine anyway. Just move that one blue crystal. I think you got space.
Look at my son. Beautiful. Look at my strong, beautiful son. Okay.
It's actually great. I can't believe you fit it that easily. You can put that weapon anywhere, really.
Friggin' Ruby. I can't even see what's behind. I have a whole ass. Wait, where's my trebuchet? Yeah.
You put it in your inventory. You had to make room. Pop it back in. Bottom left is okay. I would make sure you move that blue crystal back to your weapons. By the way. Yeah, you got some shrubs and stuff. Top left, blue crystal up there. You just hit it away. You gotta move it back. We're gonna miss it. Wow, that actually was a really
that was
smooth,
really satisfying, wasn't it?
You made all that happen. Yeah, I cannot believe that worked. Wow, that was actually great. Now you're tinkering too much.
I just want to make it so I can get my trebuchet back up here.
Yeah, I think you can. You just scoot that like over to the right a little bit and up one now. Yeah, you're fine. Yeah.
Look at that.
Dude. Masterfully executed, honestly. I'm impressed.
It's so satisfying to move like big chunks of stuff around.
I'm honestly impressed that you managed to do that. Now you do have some watchtowers that are a bit stranded. I think you got to figure out now, but
good luck. Actually, look at that. We got a nice little spot from down here. Nice little spot from down here.
Actually. Man,
Bingo,
you're
bango.
like an expert, dude. You're gonna be.
It's so satisfying when they move around, dude. It's so satisfying. Okay, so now.
Do you think we have too many units? I often wonder, because like even compared to backpack battles, we have so many more units. It's actually crazy how many units we have.
I think there are people who will dislike that, and I think that there are people who will love it. And I really like how many units. I think that it separates you from other things in the genre in a cool way.
Yeah, I think that's really fair, and I'm actually really cool with that too. You can't make a game for everybody, right? You have to make a game for specific audiences. Yeah, I think as long as you don't feel like you have to tinker too much, like, you know, I think it's okay to have a lot of units. Like as long as chunks of stuff stay together, which is kind of what you've been doing, right? Like your casino chunk stays together, right? So it's like, I don't have, like once that's squared away, I don't have to mess with it too much. I think that's kind of the sweet spot. That's where I think we'll live. Hopefully we stay there.
What does a solo unit mean?
Oh, so solo units, like they have such powerful cooldowns that they can't trigger other solo units. So for instance, like your saloon up there is a solo unit. It will not work with your Miria's Cursebinder thing. They're both solo units. So if you hover over your saloon, you'll see what I mean. That top guy up there, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That guy right there, see? So can't trigger other soul units, because otherwise it would be able to trigger that 9-second cooldown, like, really fast. So we had to build in
like
a limiter.
indefinitely.
Yeah, it's like, otherwise it goes nuts. Like, because otherwise we just have no way to have long cooldowns. Like, you could just always cheese them into 3 seconds or whatever.
What does this even, what
So
does this big tree do? I just saw it was
Oh,
so
yeah.
big I needed it.
So at the beginning of the combat, it actually has a start of combat, so you could put it next to your supercharger, but it's not gonna fit.
I'm not even gonna think about trying to do that.
It gives a health buff to all of your town units. So all your town units are now much sturdier, like at the start of combat, right? They're gonna get like an extra 100 health or something. Then it also, throughout the game, as your town units trigger, it's gonna buff your nature units. So like all your trees will get buffed, your beekeepers will get buffed. So basically, it's kind of like Skola. You want a lot of town units going off really rapidly to maximize the amount of buffs it gives you throughout the fight. So you have a pretty synergistic little thing happening where you just want a lot of fast town units. It's
that's what we got. They're going crazy. All right,
yeah, and you
come on,
honestly,
give me Educated
Collins
and have him destroy me. I want to take down Educated Collins, man.
Dude, I love that he
spooky.
like came in and broke the game on his first day. He's like, this is too easy.
He do be doing that with a lot of games, I feel. That's kind of his thing. He just comes in and becomes unbelievably good at it within like 2 days.
I literally told him, like, I'm like, oh, I want to respect your feedback, and like, I want to, like, I'm clearly going to take it to heart, but also I can't design the game around you because you're like one of a kind. We can't make the new player experience for Educated College, because that's going to be a lot different than everybody else.
I have so many more units in this guy. How does he even think that he stands a chance?
I can see they they went for a weapon spam. They tried to brute force weapons, right? And thought that would work. But you have an engine with fewer weapons. This is kind of what I was talking about, right? Like, you have more highly synergistic weapons and a little game plan.
Gosh, dude.
You can't
All our
just
town
win with
units are
weapon
so strong. Dude, the tree's crazy.
Yeah, I know, it's good. It's giant. Yeah, you got to make space for it. It has some opportunity costs from a spacing standpoint, so we have to make it strong, right? It used to be better. Warden's Flame murdering me now, dude.
Dude, especially because it makes these shrubs get massive over the course, so it gets like, instead of getting weaker like it normally does, it gets like stronger. Sick, dude.
Yeah, you have like this is what I love, right? Like when strategy beats like just value, basically.
Just kill things as fast as you can.
You're realizing the benefit of your strategy.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I would take maybe the Structure Shop 4. Ancient Shop 5 is also fine. I think they're both cool. Oh my god, another one. You can toss it in, dude. You can do it. You could also put it next to your tree if you wanted, so that it's next to the tree and the pillar. That's an option.
I don't know. I think hitting both of these twice is
I think you're right. I just wanted to give you the idea.
No,
yeah,
good.
I think you're 100% correct. I just wanted to give you choices.
Oh, baby.
I would go defense again here. I think you've got your engine going, so I would say, like, let's just Hulk up.
Let's just try and...
You can fit it. That's pretty good. It's particularly nice because that rocket unit we saw before always targets the biggest thing. Although I guess now that's going to hit your tree.
It will hit the tree. The tree is very large.
Yeah, after
so
that.
So this will kind of be like phase 2. Like, they have to get through these, and then they have to buff this up, and then they have to get through it. Phase 2.
Good to hide it behind. Oh, you left some stuff in.
I did. I left several things. And then it probably told me, hey...
Ah, here's your boss fight, dude. Here you go.
Oh, come on, Educated Collins.
It's looking pretty good, too. He has the weather machine, which is going to, like, kind of hit random targets on your board. You see those little lightning strikes coming down?
Mm-hmm.
Actually, we're pretty good at it because we got all those health buffs on our town units, right? The tree is, like, protecting us, basically, from all those laser...
We get stronger.
Oh, also, you just use it on him. Your Myria took control of it. That was pretty cool. I think you're going to win this, by the way.
Come on. Yes,
I think you're going to beat Collins, dude.
Oh, Foss taken down. Not even freaking close. Oh, get Weather Machine, dude. Become the victim of your own making.
Not close. You dominated.
Oh, let's go.
I'm so pumped, dude.
How much damage does the tree? It must do like what, 12? Oh, dude, that's so satisfying. Dude, the repeater went nuts.
Yeah, well, no,
it's
36. It's 36 damage to it's 6x6, so it deals 30. It's like the max you can take per round is 50. So if a tree survives, it deals like 2/3. Yeah, he had a lot of defense units, and the artillery repeater, the little one, it scales on defense. It deals double damage to defense, so like it shredded.
Well, I mean, look at that. Like that
Really
decision
cool.
we made a long time ago paid off and allowed us to defeat our rival.
Yeah, yeah.
This is back when he was
Dude,
rating
that was
200.
a good. He's still learning. He hasn't discovered the supercharger yet. He's like, oh, wait a minute. He did have a lot of really good little synergies there though already. Like he had a full magic build. Like that didn't look too far off from like a late game build, honestly, for a rank 200 Collins. Like that kind of looked like an Archmage build, just not refined yet. You know, like he'll refine it. Probably already has. Like if he played again today.
He's been in the lab.
Oh, this is a new unit we just added recently, the Enchant Weaver. This lets you re-roll your enchantments. Like if we have an enchantment you don't want, you can put it on here and it will permanently transform it into a new one. People are getting frustrated. They had like too many weapon enchantments and not enough weapons or whatever, so we gave them a re-roll option basically.
Interesting.
It's also just a little town unit.
I
would probably go defense, but you are kind of getting tight on space is one thing.
And defense units are pretty big, yeah. Oh, wait.
We've only got like 3 rounds left, so it's not going to be too crazy either way, but just something to keep in mind. Your watchtowers also might have to just throw them away. We could sell stuff too, right? If it gets too crowded, we could just sell whatever. You know, I wasn't expecting us to have a giant tree, but it worked out. So
I had to do it. There's no way I could see that giant tree show up. I'm down to keep rocking some defense.
The wall is really good there because it just slots right in behind your stuff. You know?
Oh yeah,
I think that'll fit perfectly. That seems
beautiful.
Nature 4 also might give you another bamboo, which would slot in nicely too somewhere. I bet. No, not quite. We did get a flower, Rafflesia. That's the one that is good around trees. You don't really have space. I would probably take that mushroom ender, and I would probably just put it up front, like in front of that mirror, and move your warehouse, like I don't know, up the top left or whatever. Throw that warehouse, you know. Throw it away back there, yeah. And put that mushroom in front of the mirror.
Yeah, seems good.
The mushroom, when it takes damage, it gives health. So you swap those two, you can buff your mirror. Swap them.
Oh.
Okay, perfect. That'll give your mirror extra health, so it does extra damage, right?
Love it.
This is looking good, dude. I think you're gonna win out. I think you're gonna.
We have so many things, dude.
Perfect. You have.
Okay, that's a lot of defense. There's so many phases to get through.
You're gonna shred this.
I feel good here, though. Yeah.
Yeah, I know it. I can.
The big tree just works so well when you have just a million town units because it just makes them. It basically turns them all into defensive units when you have so many small ones.
Yeah, it's really good. It's probably my favorite unit we have actually. I like the way it looks. I like the way it plays. Like it's really satisfying unit. There's a few that probably compete for that spot, but it's up there.
Keep holding. Okay, dude, man,
I think you're shredding your dude.
We're kind of smashing this, dude. That second jump starter went crazy.
Yeah, they haven't even gotten to your defense yet, really, right? Like your actual defense is like behind all your town, you know? Like they got through the chump blockers. Like that's nothing.
Yeah, and again, whenever there's all those defensive units,
it's getting pretty great
mows
damage.
them down.
If you go to the trigger tab, click the triggers over here, like on the right, the little tabs, the trigger tab.
Oh, okay. I didn't even see these.
Yeah, I know. I wish they were more visible, but I don't know how to do it. They're like so bright already. But people miss them all the time, so I don't know what to do. Maybe we need to add a shimmer or something.
Yeah, or something like behind it, maybe. Because it kind of like blends into the background a little bit.
Yeah.
Some kind of glow or something would definitely.
I just wanted to see like your beekeepers each gave like 200 plus health, right? Your big tree's given crazy amounts of health. Like it's cool.
Because every time the tree triggers and it hits a beekeeper, then the beekeeper passes that health.
Every time a town unit triggers, your tree is giving health to nature units, which is mostly going to hit your beekeepers. That's or trees or shrubs, whatever. It's just you got an engine. Like it's the best way to describe it, like a little machine, just grinding away in the background.
I'll never get tired of the.
Oh yeah, that sound is like not like a flavorful sound, It's not like it doesn't have like a medieval fantasy flavor, but it's just so satisfying, right? Like it's. We'll never lose it probably because it's so good.
I'm just want a big shop here.
Yeah, it's probably fine. We'll just have to keep space in mind. Like you have to pick something small. You know what I mean? Like, we're just literally out of space. Like if we find a transmute shop, we could maybe sell our warehouse or something too. Hey, there's a jump starter that could hit your supercharger. That makes those go off immediately, but we don't have room for it. Like, it's gone.
Yeah, I mean, we could fiddle around with that for a really long time, but
I would probably take the Vile Totem here just because it's kind of small and another defensive unit.
Yeah, it seems quite good. We actually have a perfect little spot for it.
That's a great spot, yeah.
Right there.
Nice little look for him there, yeah.
Beautiful. And then, yeah, let's just keep trying to get a higher tier, high-level units best we can.
Oh,
Another
God.
jump starter.
You could, no, that's not really, I don't know. I'm just trying to think about where... I would probably take the bell here if it were me. The bell in the bottom middle.
Yeah, I could just put it here and get rid
That's
of this.
a nice little stun. When anything next to it dies, it stuns. Yeah.
Oh, we could still
Just
keep it out
toss
even if it's
in
not
there,
doing
basically.
anything to just tank some damage.
Yeah, true. Yeah. Exactly right. It's just a body.
Yeah, we can't do anything on there. All right.
I think, frankly, you're going to run the table anyway. I think
Look at
you
this
could just
squad,
stop buying
man.
stuff and might
Look
be
at this
okay from here.
squad.
People are going to... There's going to be ranked 200 players fighting this board now. Somebody's going to download the demo at Next Fest. This is going to be their third game. They're going to run into this garbage. It's like...
Oh, I have to beat 1,000 units?
Yeah, 2 professional gamers. The guy who made the game helped this board come along. It's not going to feel fair. Maybe it'll...
They can deal
we only
with it.
store the last 100 boards per rank right now. So it could maybe run out of the system by then.
Dude, this wall
if
is
anybody
just
faces
so...
it,
How
it's
did
probably
they
just
how did they
one.
get rid of this already? One of these guys or something.
They do have some piercing weapons which shoot stuff behind. Like it goes through the target and hits the target behind it. So maybe that was it. I didn't get a good look at their board. Yeah, dude, that was... They actually made it to fatigue at least.
160 damage I just did to you.
Yeah. Dude, that's like you're farming, dude. Like, I actually almost want you to not buy anything this round to see if you still win. To see if you control. Like, can you win? Let's do it.
Send it.
See. I think you're gonna win anyway.
Ah!
I don't know.
That's
They
so
have
many
3.
Warden's Flames.
Whoa! Oh no. This actually might be... They look pretty good, honestly. I'm nervous. Their Warden's Flames are not... one thing we haven't talked about at all is, like, projectile speed. Like, weapons have a projectile speed. And basically, if you have 3 of the same units that have the same cooldown speed and projectile speed, they will all often target the same thing. But if the first attack kills that thing, then the next 2 are wasted, you know? They're like shooting something that's dead.
I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't close.
So, like... Oh, yeah, no.
I'm kind of surprised. I thought that looked really scary at first. It's just like, this is just a wall of units with so much, like, so many little units with just so much health.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought the tree was a mistake, but I think it was actually really good.
I think it just worked super, super well. Oh, dude,
I just didn't think it had
man.
space, really.
So we went 12 and 3 or 12 and 4.
12
and half
4,
those were
yeah.
losses to Educated Collins.
Yeah, literally, yeah, like 3 losses to Collins early on or whatever. But you got your revenge, thankfully. That was sweet.
Oh, dude, that
nice,
was
dude.
awesome. So is it always considered a victory if you survive through the 12 rounds, no matter how many wins you get?
Yes, yeah, if you survive, yeah. It's, you know, you could technically survive with, like, I guess technically you could survive with 0 wins.
Yeah,
like,
it's always like
I guess
one
if you
one
only
thing
took like 1
remaining.
damage per round or whatever, yeah. It'd be really, really impossibly hard, but yeah. So you get a bonus. If you get to the end, if you get all 16 rounds, you get a 10-point bonus no matter what, which actually matters so much at high ranks. But I will say, like, once you're an Archmage, like at the top of the leaderboard, pretty much every run you make it to 16 rounds. Because, like, the skill difference between 1600 and like 1200 on the leaderboard is enough that, like, the people you're playing, like, you expect to win 13 trophies and never die out. You know what I mean? Like, it's the upper echelon of players is like crazy high skill ceiling. It's which I was there for a little while. I've fallen off. It's
that is
nuts,
one
though.
thing about this
I don't
game.
think
I
it's been
do
fully
feel
cracked.
like the skill ceiling is essentially unlimited. That's what's something that's so crazy with so much ways that, I mean, even all like the little things that we did to like finagle and move things around, and like by the end we definitely weren't being optimal with everything, because, and you know, you could sit there,
really,
especially being asynchronous, you could sit there for an hour between every single round and try and like you pull up a spreadsheet
like,
and do it, right?
I think people go super hard and like math it out and stuff. It's really, for me, more like flow and instinct. That gets you far enough usually, right? Just kind of experience.
Well, that's the cool thing too, is that you can do either. You can be someone who really wants to dig down and be like the absolute perfect optimal thing every time, or you can just feel like you're good enough to just kind of like flow through it and enjoy it. I feel like a lot of games that there's few games that can really do both, and being able to hit that is really awesome.
Yeah, I hope we hit a sweet spot there. I mean, as far as like response, the people who play our game play it an ungodly amount of time. We've got people like 1,800 hours played already, like on the demo, like in the last three months, like 500 hours, 400 hours, 200 hours. Like you look at our reviews, it's crazy. It's sometimes about getting people into that loop, though. It's a pretty niche genre. It's like, it's not for everybody. I get it, particularly like Marvel Snap audiences. Like it's not one-to-one with card games even. So it's like, we found a good early audience, but it's still I'm finding it a little hard to like really expand beyond that to some extent, right? So it's like just about finding the people and getting their word of mouth and like getting the love and stuff. And eventually, I think too, getting into like Steam's good graces as far as like the algorithm and stuff is concerned will help the people who want this game find it. But it's like bridging that gap is not always easy. But I mean, we're still making progress on wishlist. We're on the most popular upcoming wishlisted games or whatever on Steam, which is always cool. I mean, I think near the bottom of the list, frankly, but like just being on the list is cool.
Honestly, just being on the list is crazy. Yeah. And I know we talked about this a lot, but especially with you, having connections to content creators, having so much good faith with like your audience. And I think, I don't think I could find a single content creator who could say a bad thing about you. I think that you've just always been someone who's never into drama, never into doing anything, just loves what they do. And I think that really holds a lot of weight. And, people wanted to say yes to try it, be it their communities or people. So I think that you really earned that right from all your work that you've done, for forever, honestly.
Yeah, 10 years of 10 years of work for this. Yeah. No, I try to be friends with everybody. Probably aren't perfect, but I do try to stay out of the drama. You're right about that. Like, there's always a surprising amount of it in the streamer world too. It always shocks me. Like, I don't know. It seems like
people crave it. People crave the drama. I'm also so weirdly anti-drama. Like, it's just like I just can't be. I just can't be fucked to be a part of the drama. Yeah. It's like, what are we doing here?
I feel too old or something. I don't know. Like, I guess I will say, like, I kind of enjoy, like, looking at it from afar. But like, I'm like anybody, I kind of enjoy it a little, but don't pretend.
Yeah.
But anyway, dude, listen, thank you for taking the time with me today. Like, this is really, I hope you had fun.
Dude, I had an absolute blast, man. You said, maybe we won't do 2 hours. It's long. It flew by. It literally flew by. We got, I feel like a really cool run where we got to show off a lot of awesome stuff about the game. I got to learn like a lot more. And as always, man, it's great to chat with you. If anyone's watching, I did ! SkyShard again. So just make sure to check out the demo. Make sure to wishlist. Just like he said, it's really, really helpful with Steam's algorithm to wishlist it, push it up those rankings, and help people out. So not only try the demo and you can play the full game right now, but make sure to wishlist it as well. Would be really great. And as we close out here, man, any other like final thoughts or anything else that you want to say about the game?
No, just thanks everybody for like taking time with me. Wishlist. Even if you don't actually really want to play the game, but you just want to support what we're doing or like support all of us, like wishlist go a mile. So it's just to help Steam know people care or like think this thing is cool. So that's like our number one goal leading into Steam Next Fest and everything, to make sure Steam shows the game to people. These like numbers and algorithms, you know how it is on YouTube and Twitch and everywhere else. It's like we live our life by these numbers, man. It's wild, but that's how the world works.
You just gotta try your best and hope.
Yeah. Hope things worked out. You never know. But yeah, I appreciate everybody taking the time. Thank you for supporting multiple times now. Also, dude, you're the best. I wish your bears the greatest of success. I wish your stream the greatest of success. But thanks for having me, dude.
Dude, thanks so much for being here, man. It was an absolute pleasure. But yeah, man, we'll talk soon. Good luck with NeckFest and continuing to show this off to other people. But man, what an absolute pleasure to sit here and stream this with you again, man. You did a fantastic job.
Yeah, I'm gonna go tell Collins you beat him too. So all right, see you all. Thank you, everybody.
Love, man.
Much love. Yeah, see you.
Oh man, what a pleasure! What a pleasure as always to see Regis. Well, that's gonna end up our stream. Once again, please use that link, wish list, give him a bunch of support, because I mean everything that I say, man. I think that Regis is he's literally like just a shining example of how to do things right in the streamer space, and I've thought that for a super long time. And I think that putting together a passion project like this and doing something awesome. I think that if you've enjoyed any Regis Kilbin content anytime, you know, it'd be a great way to help give back to everything that he's done for so many games and just the content space in general. To send him some love, wishlist the game, and put some on there. Do we know the price point of the game yet? No, I don't think they've figured it out quite yet. But for the time being, and for I believe any time in the near future, the demo is the full game, and you can download the demo right now and play it for free. So right now it's free. There will obviously be some level of monetization. I do think, and this might change, but the last time we talked about it, I know that they want it to be something where you just buy it and then you do everything. I think he's not super wanting to do like a microtransaction style of a rollout, which might change. So don't hold me to that. But I do think it's going to be something where you purchase it and then you get access to everything. But thank you everyone for being here and hanging out. Certainly means a lot. Also, thank you so much to Dara for the raid. I completely missed that, man. I didn't even say anything when it happened. Man, I'm gonna shout out Dara right now, and I'm gonna make sure to message him and say that I apologize. But shout out to Dara for the raid. That was super awesome. Thank you so much, raiders, if you stuck around and watched me and Regis play. Definitely means a lot. And we will send y'all somewhere indeed. Next second here. Let's send some love over to friend of the show, Justine, J1809. She's a Pokemon Unite streamer. Absolutely wonderful human being. I believe they're playing some Pokemon Unite friggin' right now. Which is a fun little Pokemon-based MOBA that I used to play a lot. Send some love over that way. I appreciate y'all. Thank you all so much for being here, hanging out, locking in. One more time, make sure to wish list SkyShard on stream. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Have fun over in Justine's stream. See ya.